Welcome to your mom's house with Tom Segura, and
Christina Pajitsin.
welcome to your mom's house.
That's what it is. We're back. I'm back from overseas, wearing my foreign pants.
Good day, mate.
Good day, jean jacket.
Mumstralia and New Zealand.
I believe it's New Zealand.
Is that how you say it?
Yep.
To Auckland, how do they talk in New Zealand?
They go, hey, hey, like that.
That's not how they talk. Did you go to Christchurch?
They say
Christchurch.
Now just at Auckland, they go. How you going?
How you going?
Yeah,
How
that's
you?
the big.
But
by the way, that's
really.
that is the level of assimilation you need to adapt to in Australia and New Zealand.
Oh, it's like America, but they
It's like-
do stuff on the wrong side, and
It's
that's
like
it.
it's like you're in Michigan.
I know.
Like you have if you're like I don't really travel, it kind of freaks me out to go to foreign lands. Believe me, you're not going to struggle in Australia and New Zealand.
The food's the same, pretty much.
Yeah, it's basically cleaner.
Yeah,
They're nicer people.
Yeah.
It's just like it's an overall better environment.
I know.
They speak English.
And they're smarter. It's America,
Yeah.
but better.
Yeah, that's kind of their slogan.
And they talk all funny. Yeah.
Yeah. We talk funny and we're better.
We're better. Wait,
Yeah.
so do Australian accent and then do New Zealand. So what's the difference?
So Australian is like, good day, fucko.
I
Like
do
that.
not say fuck off. Good day.
You know what they say?
fucko.
They say, how you going?
How you going?
How
How you going?
And then in New Zealand, they say choice, bro.
What's that mean?
That's how you say I'm doing good.
Choice, bro.
Yeah.
But say it like they do, the Kiwis.
They say, oh, choice, bro. Like that.
Did you hear any cool new slang?
I'm trying to think if I had any cool new slang. No, not really.
But you choice, bro, is pretty good.
Choice bro is pretty good. Yeah, that was the Kiwis. Okay. You wanna
Gene?
take it off?
OMG. I can't wait to tell you about Saatva luxury mattress. We have been sleeping on Saatva mattresses now for how many years, Gene?
It's gonna be close to
Like
8
8.
years. Yeah.
We discovered this company when we were broke comics looking for a wonderful mattress because we wanted to upgrade without having to pay upgrade prices.
Because we were living on a dog mattress. That's why.
And we found Saatva, Saatva, and we fell in love with these mattresses. We started with the luxury firm King Size.
Mm-hmm.
We fell in love and we moved on and we did the
Lumen Leaf memory foam.
Leaf memory foam, which is what we sleep on every night. King size. They keep the costs down because it's a direct-to-consumer business. Everything is made in America, organic cotton. The customer service is unbeatable. You click order, and someone sets up the delivery right away. They come. They even take away your old mattress for a tiny fee. The setup is so easy, and it's a quality product. Check it out, saatva.com. Saatva. Again, saatva.com.
And by the way, they just launched a youth mattress.
You're kidding. Let's
Yes.
get one for the kiddos.
Yeah. And it's designed for kids. Dual-sided innerspring mattress engineered to provide exceptional comfort and support to children ages 3 and up.
Perfect.
Handcrafted with the same quality components as the Saatva luxury mattress. It's flippable, and it's healthy, accident-proof. It is
great.
really cool, and they make it, by the way, because I was just talking to them about this. I was like, oh, man, you make it for kids? Different firmless levels on one side for ages 3 to 7.
Perfect.
And different for 8 to 12. And they make all different sizes of it, twin, full, and twin XL.
We're
so
on
you can
it.
get those for your kids,
That's
too.
how much we love this company. We let our children sleep on their mattresses.
It's awesome.
Yes.
Saatva.com. This episode of Your Mom's House is brought to you by Whoop. And look, we're a dual Whoop family now. Yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
I love it. Of course, they are a longtime partner, one of the driving forces behind Sober October. To kick off 2020, we're all taking on this new weight loss challenge. I am going to the bathroom quite a bit. And as you can see, drinking at least a gallon of water a day. And I am wearing this thing to track my activity and my favorite thing, my sleep. Yes. I love that. I mean, it monitors, resting heart rate variability. But the sleep data is something I'm telling you, I just get obsessed with.
You do.
Because you directly correlates to how you end up feeling.
Your recovery.
And what your recovery and what you're capable of doing the next day in all capacities. Like I will feel like, oh, I can write today, I can perform today, I can work out today because my sleep is like this. And I cannot do any of those things if I feel like my sleep is like this. True.
You know what I love? The calorie burner. It shows you.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll go from the bottom of the stairs to the top and just to see how many calories I burn.
Yeah.
Just climbing stairs.
I don't think it's many, but you do sleep better. You feel better. It's a great thing to be able to monitor. So I love that data. And I love the sleep coach. There's a strain coach on there to get you active. If you want to be better, keep up, lose weight in 2020, get over to whoop.com and use the code YOURMOM, YOURMOM, at checkout for 15% off your membership today. That is YOURMOM. I like it, dude. Come join me. Like let's work out together, Let's stay motivated.
Oh, and I can see your profile. We've made a team and we can see what the other person's up to, which is nice when you're traveling.
I think you named our team.
I did.
Yeah.
What did I name it?
You named it Farts. Thanks, Whoop. All right.
Okay.
Now, there's so much to get into. International stories, amazing clips, things that we've watched. There is just a plethora of things to cover.
That's a big word,
right?
Yeah.
All right. Let me see, make sure that this volume is up. Let's get into this show, Jean. Ready?
Yeah.
So, my poly people, isn't it just the most amazing feeling when your partner finds a new girlfriend?
Who is Randy?
Crazy.
Don't bring anyone mother into this.
Yo, mom in the fucking stand!
Welcome to your mom's house with Tom Segura. And
Christina P.
welcome to your mom's house.
You see my new dance?
It's a really good dance. You should do a dance video too.
I don't know.
Really impressive.
You're a lot better at it than I am.
Yeah, I was gone.
So long, 2 weeks.
It's a long time. I got to tell you, I could not have enjoyed two countries more.
Yeah.
Than Australia and New Zealand.
They're just pleasant. It's a good place. It's not a suck place.
I ended up having like just overwhelming feelings of gratitude on that trip. Well, just for like, being in the position to be able to fly across the world and do shows and like have all these people come out and they're so enthusiastic and I had the best time.
The Aussies are they're down for a good time.
They always
have a great sense of humor.
All that stuff you hear, by the way.
Great attitudes.
Everyone's always like, I always hear they're so nice. They are.
Better than America, definitely.
Yeah, they're super friendly.
Yeah.
And I did.
How was the food? What did you eat? Anything exciting?
I had these crazy dishes: steak, salmon, eggs.
Salmon. Thank you.
I did go to this insane. I want to make sure I got a restaurant in Sydney. I had the best tour manager, Charney, who has been managing tours there for musicians, and she knows the game.
Yeah.
So any day, you're like, what do you want to do? I go, I want to pet koalas. She was like, okay, I know where to go, and like sets it up with.
Well, speaking of, would you mind pulling up the photo that did you put this photo on public?
I don't know.
Or just privately?
No.
Of you holding that koala bear?
Oh, I don't know if that's on my.
You didn't do it publicly?
Public feed.
Man, well, you sent me a photograph of you
A
Did I say
photograph?
Why did I say
you
it like
said
that?
It really
Such
stupid.
an idiot. Yeah.
There's me with your
kangaroos.
Yeah.
Chilling with your bros.
Yeah.
But you sent me a photograph of you and that koala bear, and I swear I've never seen you look that happy. Not even when you were holding our newborn children.
Oh, stop it.
You were so that look on your face, so genuinely thrilled. Like, look at you.
Yeah.
You're never this happy. You loved those kangas and those koalas.
I mean, animals are like that, though.
I know,
right?
they're awesome.
You get to like be around animals. It does really put you in.
It's so special.
It is. It's a special thing, and a koala. Like when she brought it up, I was like, so I land. Okay, I fly in. Everybody knows there's these huge bushfires been going on, devastating fires that have been killing animals more than anything. Right? Like about 1 billion animals died in Australia.
Oh my God!
It's really horrible. So we're flying into Melbourne. And Melbourne.
I was gonna say,
and we are about it's a 15-hour flight from LA.
That's it.
So they go,
what
all right,
did you do on the phone? So it's 15 hours. Did you shit on that flight? That's a long time to go without browning. Did you brown before you got on the plane?
Yeah. I think I should.
Before you got on?
Yeah, because it was also a night flight, so I slept through most of the flight.
Now, did you fly in first class? Do they give you like an ice cream sundae? Sometimes you get special
There is
cuisines.
a first on there. I did not. I flew business, which is
Okay.
basically comparable to a really nice domestic first class.
Okay.
So they make the announcement, hey, we're approaching, we're going to be landing soon. So you're like, oh, okay. It's a long flight, so you get your stuff situated. Right, you sit up and you're like, all right, and then the guy goes, "Good day, everybody. So I would like to say welcome to Melbourne, but we're actually being diverted to Sydney." And I'm like, "What?" And you look out the window and you just see so much smoke, and he's like, "There's too much smoke to land in Melbourne." And I'm like, "Oh fuck!" So we're landing in Sydney. I'm like, "What's gonna happen now?" We land. We pull up to a gate, and they're like, "We're just going to refuel, and we'll be off to Melbourne." You're like, "I thought there was too much smoke for Melbourne." And they're like, "Well, there was, but now we're going to go."
That doesn't make sense.
It's only it was a 30-minute delay, and then we flew to Melbourne. I'm like, this doesn't feel right. And then we land in Melbourne. We get in the van, go into the hotel. It's summer, obviously, in the Southern Hemisphere, so it's like 90 degrees, and I'm like, okay, there's a smoke warning today about being outdoors. You should probably stay indoors. You're like, all right, we kind of try to get our heads wrapped around everything. That night, 8 hours later, it rains.
Thank God.
And the next morning it's 60. It dropped 30 degrees.
Jeez.
Clear skies, just like.
Is that common for the summertime in there? I don't remember doing that in the 90s when I was there.
I don't know. But we're in Melbourne, which, by the way, is like coffee heaven.
I love Melbourne.
I'm always drinking ice drinks here, but there, like when the coffee is primo, I drink proper, like hot coffee. You know what I mean? Because every drink is like an orgasm. Every coffee is... You remember that company that I loved years ago?
And we had it sent to the house, and
guess
it was so good.
I got a couple bags on the way.
Good job, dudes.
Yeah. So the coffee there is unbelievable. And I actually remember, this is how good the coffee was. I remembered the name of the brand of the coffee that I drank 9 years ago.
I don't remember.
Like immediately.
What was it?
7 Seeds.
Yeah, 7. That's right.
So I when I got there, I was like, "Is there still 7 Seeds?" And they were like, "Yeah." And I go, "Can we go get bags of it right now?" So I went and bought bags and had it shipped immediately. So
good.
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember that it's like
Here's
oily and good.
Yes, it's like a buttery richness to it, and it is the best coffee I've had. And the thing is, I think a lot of people who aren't familiar with Melbourne or with Australia don't necessarily know the coffee culture. You think, like, for me, I always thought of coffee as like, Turkish, Italian, Spanish, like those are coffee places.
Italians, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Europeans.
The Guineas, the Spics,
yeah.
the Turks,
But,
and then...
Right. But it's because of the koala turds. Did you know that? they eat the eucalyptus and then they shit, and then that's what the coffee beans are grown in. I had you for a second, at least, and I can't lie to you.
The baby koalas eat their mother's shit.
That's not true.
That's 100% true.
That is not true.
100% true. So
No.
yes, it is, and I'll tell you why. So koalas only eat eucalyptus. Eucalyptus is toxic. So the only way that they can digest it is by eating the bacteria of the mother so that their body adapts to process eucalyptus.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And they do it instinctively. The babies like nudge the mom like, hey, take a shit so I can eat real quick. And then the babies eat the mother's shit. It's 100% true.
Can't they just drink her milk and
No.
then get the end? Okay.
It's not how it works.
Wow.
I held a koala. I asked questions. Jesus, I was just there. Here's the other thing. In Australia, of course, everyone in Sydney and Melbourne is like, why are you going to other cities? These are the only cities to go to.
Yeah.
And like you go to, like first they're like, you're going to Brisbane? And you go to Brisbane, you're like, the city's beautiful. It's like beautiful city. And then you're like, oh, they're like, where are you going next? Perth. They're like, why are you going to Perth? And I'm like, because it's my tour. I don't know.
Yeah.
And they're like, they basically describe like a village. You're like, oh, a village. And then we flew to Perth and I was like, oh, this is amazing. Like the hotel was amazing. The show was incredible. Hannah Gadsby was at my hotel.
Oh, did you say what's up?
No. So Hannah Gadsby, who of course had the international sensational special Nanette, right? That like blew up. So I'm standing outside of the hotel in Perth, which is, by the way, by far the best hotel of the tour. Amazing hotel.
In
I
Perth?
think it's called Como the Treasury. I think that's what it's called. Unbelievable hotel. It used to be a mint, like a treasury building, and it's converted to a hotel. So like it's just super cool, right? So I'm waiting out front. We're going to go to dinner, full charge, and Charney, the tour manager. So we're standing out front, or I'm standing out front waiting for them to come down. Like 15 minutes early, I see a car pull up, and it's just, you know, like a blacked out windows, like obviously a chauffeured, right, car. I'm just like standing waiting, and I see the driver get out, opens the door, and I see Hannah Gadsby get out. And then another lady get out the other side. And when I see her, I'm like, oh, in my mind, I go, I should say hello. And then like a beat, like a second of thinking comes, and I go, she doesn't want to meet me. Like, there's no way.
She's no
she'll be
interest in
like,
me.
It was really great to meet you. So I'm like, oh, I should leave her alone. You know, this is clearly like a getaway she's on. Like, just leave her alone. But then I see her in the lobby. Then the next morning, I go down for breakfast, right? And we're extra time zone screwed again, because not only have we flown to Australia, but now we're in Western Australia. So it's another 3-hour time zone change. So I'm sitting down there. Charney had just finished her breakfast at the neighboring table. So I just sit at the next table, and I'm like saying hi. And then Hannah and her lady come and sit at the next table. And I'm like, I should say hi, right? And then I'm like,
That's the point.
yeah, I go like, she would be like,
She's like, so what?
yeah, like, I
don't know
don't
you.
like you.
You think she wouldn't like you?
I don't know. I don't feel like, I feel like I'm a nice guy and nice enough to meet, and I would be obviously nice, but I feel like if I was like, this is who I am, like I'm a comedian too, and then she'd be like, oh, but you're like the kind of comedian I despise. That I don't, you know what I mean?
You're
Like,
kind of on the other team. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You're not really a social justice.
I felt
comment.
actually conflicted about it.
Yeah.
Like
I
I was
hear
like,
you.
I should say hi, and then I was like, no, she doesn't want me to say hi.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. There are certain comedians too that I don't think I'd be like, they wouldn't be jazzed to meet me.
Right. So
They're
I go,
not my type.
I was like, I'll just let her have her time, and you don't need to say
Yeah,
hi.
you don't need to say
I don't know if
hi.
that was the right decision. That's just how I was.
Yeah. Well, sometimes when I get real excited about the celebrity,
Yeah.
and I'll go up to them and I'll be like, I don't care if you want this or not.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going to ruin your day. And then
I
talk
always
to
feel
them.
like I'm in that circle, that fraternity with comedians that you say
Yes.
hi no matter what.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I've
yeah.
approached all types of comedians that I didn't know.
Who we ran
just
into
have
in
been
Hawaii,
like,
remember?
Rob Schneider.
We ran into Rob Schneider in the lobby. Just sat down and talked to him.
I've never had a conversation with him before.
Yeah.
Talked to him for 20 minutes.
Yep.
That's how I mean, I had that story on that This Is Not Happening where I met Bruce, right? On that flight. But I just saw him and I was like, oh, I'm going to talk to you, you know? Like,
well, I feel like Hannah Gadsby, let's be honest, is a lot smarter than us.
Yeah.
Probably way more just like empathetic than we are to certain things. You know what I mean? Like, I doubt her podcast would open on like the kind of clip we play.
Well, we're going to get into it here in a moment. But
like, I just feel like, she's like way nicer and
okay
and stuff. Right?
Got it. Yes. Yeah, no, yeah. Of course. What I was saying was, here's what my thought was.
Yeah.
She's having a good time.
Right,
she's,
right. Why,
she's having a romantic, or appears to be, getaway.
Sure.
And it's like, do I need to throw this into her pot of a weekend?
Right.
Just, you know what I mean? Like, I could just, it's not like she's like, God, I wish this guy would say hi. He's just
That's true. She's not, she wasn't looking at you like, are you gonna come over here, Segura, or not?
No.
She wasn't. Yeah. So then let her have her time.
No way.
With her lady.
There was one point in the table we were sitting at that I felt like she looked over and laughed.
Oh.
And I told that to the tour manager. I was like, oh, I think she just looked over here and laughed, like, for whatever. But those things can be in your head.
What do you think the laugh was about?
I don't know.
Like, look at
because
that
we
idiot
were
over
talking
there.
about touring, and we're right next to her. So, because she's a tour manager, so we were talking about.
Right. You think she overheard you, Hannah,
maybe,
and like
maybe
laughed
it was
at the thing,
like,
and
these guys, do they not even know I'm right here? I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. Oh, this is the other the hilarious thing. So, we're being driven. You get driven everywhere, right? When you do like the international tours.
Of course, you don't want to drive in Australia. It's on the other side of the road.
No. But it's not just that. It's that like the tours are put together by a big promotion company, and the promotion company covers everything. So that's part of the deal. They cover your flights, hotels, transportation. They arrange for it all. Like, you don't do any. It's really
great,
fantastic.
easy,
very easy. So, but you have different drivers. So we're on our way. Full Charge and I are on our way to a show in Melbourne. The show there, and we have a driver, older guy. I would say, in his 60s. So he's driving, and we're. I go, oh hey, we're going to New Zealand in a few days, and it's just like a general thing to get like an Australian's I go, what's New Zealand like? What are New Zealanders like? And he's like, they're poor.
Oh my God.
I was like, what? And he goes, they're really poor men. Most of them are really struggling. It's not. And I was like, really? And he goes, oh yeah, it's pretty rural. Not a lot going on there, and a lot of people are kind of in a bad place. He goes, I don't know if, guys like us, I don't know. And I was like, guys like us? What? And he goes, well, Anglo-Saxons.
What?
And I was like, haven't heard that term in a while.
But who's in New Zealand? I thought it was all kind of.
Well, I mean, what he was implying, first of all, is that guys like us who are Anglo-Saxons, which, think about using that expression.
Yeah.
He was saying, white guys, it's not our favorite spot. And I was like, huh? And then he goes, I go fly fishing there. It's great for fly fishing, but that's about it.
Jeez.
And I was like, where am I going? Like I don't know that much about New Zealand other than, Lord of the Rings.
Right.
So I was like, oh, Jesus. Then we go to New Zealand, and we stay on a yacht harbor of like just yachts.
Oh my God.
And I was like, wow, this is really shitty, huh? And then they're like, oh, they're preparing for the America's Cup. So there's also some sailboats over here. And I was like, okay. And then I go for a walk, and it's just like, I don't know, $1 million condo after million. I was like, who's this fuck? I tell the story to a New Zealand driver, and he was like, I wish that guy was here.
I know.
I go,
That's so stupid.
Well,
They sound so wealthy. Wait, but most importantly, and I think the audience is so curious, how are your browns?
Well, it's interesting that I was trying to get into this cutting out sugar again and like carbs. And I did, for the most part, I actually did something that I don't normally do, which was like kept having like glasses of wine with dinner.
Really?
Yeah, I think when you're abroad, it's like it's
relaxing, and tired, and
the end of the day. So I had like pretty normal ones, for the most part. I will say that since I got back, I decided to completely eliminate that stuff. So I've been like pretty much all protein and fat, and some pretty explosive diarrhea has been happening, including at school today.
This morning,
at our son's school
drop off. We just had an episode.
We pulled up, and I was like, I really have to take a shit. And we walked our son into school, and I was like, why don't you walk him to class, and I'll use the adult bathroom.
Because there's one in the teacher's lounge.
That's it. The bathroom is in the teacher's lounge for guests.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? At 8:45 in the morning, the teachers are hanging out in the lounge. Like they're gossiping, they're making coffees, they're having snacks, and I was pacing outside of it because I wanted them to leave. And the principal was like, "Hi, Tom." I was like, "Hey," and finally. But
that's the thing is, so I put Ellis in the classroom, and then I come out, and you're still hovering in front of the teacher's lounge, and I go, "Go in there, just go shit, because you're gonna. It's an emergency. You were very seldom are you like, it is code red, or code brown rather. I need to go now.
Yeah.
So I go, just go. Who cares? Go blow it up.
Yeah.
And what happened? So you go in there.
Well,
and
I go
are they
in there,
still
and
all
the
in
lady
there?
who had just asked me like, "How you doing?" I was like, "I'm fine." I see her, and she's like, "Hi." I was like, "Can I use the bathroom?" So now she's like, "Oh, this guy's got a real situation." Of
course, because when a guy comes in,
yeah,
because you guys can pee anywhere, but you can't brown anywhere in public.
Here's the thing: it's all women. It's different when you shit in front of a bunch of women. It's just different, man. So I knew what was in here. I could feel the bubbles. I could feel it. I knew what it was. So I go in there. It's fucking 2 feet from them. It's like right there.
How come you're shy? You're shy around these women and never around me.
Yeah, you're special. You're a different person.
How come I get all the glory?
Because I love you.
Mm-hmm. I'm not even a woman to you anymore.
What are you talking about?
I feel like because you say those around those women, but because I'm not a lady, I don't get the privilege.
You're my main lady.
So I get all the farts and all the browns.
You are given the gift of everything that is me. That's a gift.
Yeah.
You don't like gifts?
I wish you thought of me as a woman.
I do think of you as a woman.
You wouldn't do this.
You would miss it. You would miss it.
No, I don't think I would. Your brown smells very particular. It's a sour brown smell.
Well,
it smells like sour.
Was high on the sour chart.
Yeah, I bet. Wait, hold on. So they're all making their coffee and they're chatting, and then you're in there just dumping.
I knew what I had. I knew it was going to be quick and nasty.
Yeah.
And so I went in there. I hear them. They're like, "Oh," and then in room 6, I'm like, "Oh my God." I shut the door. I look on the wall. There's no fan or light or anything. It's just dead silent.
Because women don't really do that.
So I'm like, "Oh, fuck." The window is open. So I go, "Thank God." And then I just run the sink. And I just go for a flush and shit, to kind of mask it. So I go flush, shit. I just feel just such an explosion. And then I try to clean up quickly. And I turn around and I stand up to leave. And I see that the toilet's all brown.
Wow.
Yeah, it's all brown. And then I spray. And then I made a quick exit, like a real quick exit. Where I didn't say hi to anybody on the way out.
No eye contact.
Nope. I was like, "Oh my God, I'm so ashamed."
That's so funny. And they're all talking about it. They're like, Tom Segura, the comedian?
Do you know the guy that shits?
Ellis's dad just took a dump in the conference center.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, big news. I got to tell you, though, I've missed you. It's been very, the kids got sick. Everybody got sick without you around. And I've been on the talk a lot. And I came across this one that really tickled my fancy. It stuck with me. I've been thinking about it for 3 days now. I sent it to you. You've been on it now. and I just want to play it for the audience because it really struck a chord with me.
Yeah.
I have feelings about it.
Yeah, this one ended up being the... Let's see, I think it's...
Is she there?
I think it's here. I think this is it.
So, my poly people, isn't it just the most amazing feeling when your partner finds a new girlfriend or a new partner and you get to just soak up all that NRE and knowing that somebody loves your other half as much as you do and waking up, they're still asleep and seeing their phone going off, knowing that that's their new love. Just sending them messages and waiting for them to get up in the morning. My husband found himself a girlfriend. It's one of our best friends, and I am so
cool.
incredibly happy. I can't share this on Facebook.
Why? Why not?
But I get to share it here. Because I just can't hold it in. She's so amazing, and they're so great together.
That
And I love
sounds cool.
seeing them holding hands. And my poly people, what's been your favorite thing?
Well, I can tell you as a poly person that I've experienced that joy many times.
Have you? When you just I'm still sleeping and then my
Your
phone's lighting up.
and it's like I see it and you don't have the lock on, so it's like, what it do? Bring that, what's that pussy doing?
Yeah.
And
Yeah, because someone else loves me as much as you do.
Yep.
Someone who we've been together for 15 years, and this new our best friend
I'm like, our best friend
loves you as much.
is fucking my wife. So cool. It's such a cool feeling.
It feels like my worst nightmare. Like all this sounds so horrible.
How forced? Like,
it's so forced.
do you think her brain
It's so
is playing
forced.
a trick on her?
Let
And
me
she's
tell you.
like, it's great.
Well, yeah, because if you look at her mouth, it's pointed down, and if you look at how
Don't do this.
what?
What do you mean her mouth?
No,
is
I mean if
pointing
you
down?
look at her, the physical, the eyes, like her words are betraying what her body language is saying. It's really apparent. There's sadness. It looks like really sad. She looks like the most broken, lowest self-esteemer I've ever seen.
Yeah.
She's fooled herself into thinking this is okay. There's no way she's okay with this.
No, she's not okay with it.
There's no way.
No one is.
And
I don't buy any of that. And if you are, then you're not into the person that you're with.
No, you don't care.
If you're like, this is awesome, it's because, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if you started dating someone, I'm like, this
Oh
is
my
awesome.
God, I'd
It's
kill
because I
myself.
don't care about you.
Of course.
You know what I mean? I'd be like, oh, thank God she's fucking dating someone. This is great, man.
I know. This
God.
would make me.
Hey, why don't you guys go on a trip or something?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Me and Ricardo, or what's his name going to be, Tom? My Puerto Rican
Ricardo
boyfriend.
works.
Yeah. I would be I'd probably be both suicidal and homicidal if this fucking happened to me.
Really?
Oh, I'd kill myself, or I'd kill you and the girl.
Jesus.
I have so many strong feelings. I'm like, ugh, this is terrible. But I am happy for you when you have a new girlfriend. There's no way this can
You wouldn't be happy for me at all?
real. There's no way.
You wouldn't be happy for me at all?
Not even a little.
I have a girlfriend. You're not happy for me?
And all that NRE.
That, by the way, is new relationship energy. If you're not well-versed in poly acronyms.
She's fooling herself. There's no way. You know what it is the guy's kind of a POS, and he's talked her into this bullshit lifestyle. You know what I mean? He's bringing her along, and she's like, it's just so great. Can we watch it again? I don't... Look, watch her body language.
So, my poly people, isn't it just the most amazing feeling when your partner finds a new girlfriend or a new partner and you get to just soak up all that NRE and knowing that somebody loves your other half as much as you do and waking up, they're still asleep and seeing their phone going off, knowing that that's their new love. Just sending them messages and waiting for them to get up in the morning. My husband found himself a girlfriend. It's one of our best friends. And I am so incredibly happy. I can't share this on Facebook.
Why not?
But I get to share it here. Because I just can't hold it in.
Jesus.
I
She's
hold
so
it in.
amazing.
I'm going to have a
And they're
nervous
so great
breakdown.
together.
Facebook.
And I love seeing them holding hands.
Oh
and
my God.
my poly people, What's been your favorite thing?
I just love seeing them hold hands.
You can't share it on Facebook because she knows a shitstorm would
Of
unfold.
course.
Yeah.
Because you know it's
'Cause
counter everything.
Basically, all the stuff we're saying would be written out. She'd be like, there's so many mean messages.
Right, because on some level, she knows that it's not cool. Like, it's not cool with her, I'm saying. On
This is
some
insanity.
level, yeah.
Of course.
It's not even okay.
Of course it is.
No. I like when she corrects herself, too. She's like, when your girlfriend, when your husband gets a new girlfriend or a new partner, like, we have to be PC even in the poly thing, like, just, it's so gross. It really blows me away. I'm like speechless. I hate it.
I saw a clip of it won't really add up to here, but everything in Spanish is masculine and feminine, like words are.
How dare you?
That's how the language
so
works.
binary, yeah.
And there was this girl who did an interview on a news show and she started using gender neutral words in Spanish, but here's the thing, that don't exist.
So it doesn't make sense.
The word doesn't exist. And the anchor was like, "What?" And he started to really call her out. It got pretty combative, and he was like, "You're not even speaking this language that we both speak." It was pretty great.
It's a brand new day. It's a Zimzer day.
She was like, "That's how we should speak," and he's like, "That's not the language." And then when she would use certain words that she would say it correctly, he would then try to make that gender neutral. You know what I mean?
Oh gosh, right. Oh, right.
Like he would be like, "Oh, don't you mean like les cameras?" Like it was pretty. I don't know. It was pretty hilarious. But yeah, this is all nonsense.
It is nonsense. There is no way you're happy for your husband banging your best friend. It's just not even possible.
I don't know.
There's no possible
What
world.
What if you did start dating Bert?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
He's my best friend.
And you started.
I love him.
Wait, are you happy for Bert and my NRE?
Yes.
Are you happy about all the texts Bert's been sending me?
I'm fine with it. I love that my friend loves you as much as I do.
Yeah. And Leanne, you're with Leanne now, right?
We didn't go there.
You're going to swap. I thought we were going to do a swap.
I just thought that you and Bert are dating, which is cool. God. I'm trying to picture you guys.
I don't think I could.
Making love.
Oh.
He's like,
Stop. Tom. And that doesn't turn you on?
oh,
That doesn't make you really hard?
I forgot to brush my teeth this year. Oh.
That doesn't turn you on?
But I just want to remind our listeners that Bert is a great guy, and we're continuing the Be Nice to Bert campaign. So don't forget to comment on his posts. Hey, Bert, you got real nice eyes. Hey, Bert,
Your eyelashes are extra strong.
you have strong eyelashes. That's a cool shirt you decided to wear for this photo today. I wish you would keep wearing them on stage.
Your stories are the best on Instagram.
You have fun stories. Everyone should follow you.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that. You're not that short.
Yeah. All good things, Tom.
All good things.
When am I gonna get a new boyfriend in our poly situation?
Well, here's the thing. There's different types of boyfriends out there. You know who would be a cool boyfriend for you? I think it could be there is this guy. Where is he? This guy. This could be a boyfriend for you.
All right. Episode 2 of Piss Spots. I'm on a random road. I'm pulling my dick out. I'm on a random road. I'm gonna piss in this monster can while I talk. I'm on a random road. Should have been a 20-minute drive. Going on about 50. Yeah. I'll tell you what I'm pissing into, and I'll tell you where I am
Cool.
By the way, if
in a second.
Thank you.
If you didn't realize, this is episode 2.
What did they do in the first?
Well, it's just a different place, different cup.
Oh, yeah, needed. Much needed.
What needed?
So I'm thinking this series is going to be wherever I need to fucking piss when I'm drunk.
Oh, he's drunk and driving?
Oh, there we go. All right.
Cool.
I piss on myself.
50 miles an hour and he's drunk.
Let's do what we normally do. We'll pour it out. Actually, you want to see the surroundings?
Oh, shit.
That's the surroundings. Let's pour it out.
It's hammered.
Yeah.
Oh, God. And he peed into a can, a monster
my
can.
God.
That takes skill, no?
Yeah, it's kind of. It's one way to look at it.
Jeez.
Okay.
This spot, the 102 breakdown lane,
He's
I think
drunk.
you would
So you're
call
gonna throw
it. And comparatively to the seawall, I'd say I'd give it a 7. 8. Very seclusive. I like it.
Seclusive. Wait, is that the word? Seclusive? Is that a word? Can you Google that? No, Chris, you're smart.
Yeah.
Seclusive? Is that a word, Chris? Is it?
Secluded is the word he's looking for.
But this
Right.
is
But wait a minute.
Yeah.
But it's a word. Comparative, more seclusive. Superlative, most seclusive.
There you go.
This guy knows a word I've never heard.
There you go.
And he's right.
Well,
but
if you don't mind.
Oh, sorry.
He's not done.
Sorry.
At nighttime, you got lights on. I don't think it'd be a good piss spot. Hold on. Let me zip up. Oh, there we go.
And this is
Pissed on myself.
a lot.
Yeah, 7 to 8 piss bottles.
Wow.
Well, that was a really cool video.
Now there's a cool guy.
Wow.
Wait, what episode is this?
This is episode 2. If you don't mind, please continue tracking future episodes.
Yep, you got it.
Of piss pots. Where I'll piss when I'm drunk.
What do you think his episode summaries are like? He's like, in this episode.
You just saw it. That is the episode summary. You just saw front to back episode 2 of Piss Pots. And I'll just rank where I just pissed when I'm drunk.
And he's in a car.
He's driving
drunk.
He's driving.
And then he pees into cans. I mean, that's pretty impressive to pee in a monster can, right? The opening is not very large. So does he have a smaller peener? What's going on here, Tom?
Well, he pissed all over himself. So don't forget that. So he might have a totally normal sized dog. He made what one might describe as a drunk decision to piss into a can on the side of the road, recording himself while drunk.
Piss Pots.
What do you tell the cop? I was doing an episode of Piss Pots.
But I would say good marketing on his end for coming up with a title. Piss Pots is a pretty good name for the show. It's accurate.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
A for marketing.
It's pretty cool. All right. This episode of Your Mom's House is also brought to you by Hims. You've heard us talking about Hims, how they are helping guys look their best. If you haven't yet, it's time to see what they're all about. Look at the top of my head. Do you want yours to look like this? You don't have to. You can go to forhims.com, the one-stop shop for hair loss, skincare, and sexual wellness for men. It's time to write a new chapter, one in which you have hair. I'm telling you, right out of the gate, as soon as you start seeing hair loss, you need to act. Thanks to science, baldness can be optional. Hims is helping guys be the best version of themselves with licensed physicians and FDA-approved products to help treat hair loss. No snake oil pills, no gas station counter supplements. These are prescription solutions backed by science. Hims was created by a guy who knows men's health conversations are easier online and then in person. So all you got to do, you go online, you have a doctor consultation, you skip the pharmacy lines, you skip the waiting room. These confidential conversations answer a few quick questions, and if it's right for you, medication to treat hair loss is shipped directly to your door. Dive into 2020 hair first. Right now, our listeners can get started with their first month free. Go to forhims.com/mom. That's forhims.com/mom. Prescription requires an online consultation with a physician who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Offer valid only if prescribed. 3 months minimum subscription. Additional restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information. Remember, that's forhims.com/mom.
Oh, Gene, postage rates have gone up again. Thankfully, Stamps.com eases the pain with big discounts off post office retail rates. We love Stamps.com. We've been using them for years to send our merch out because Stamps.com brings all the services of the U.S. Postal Service right to your computer. Whether you're a small office sending invoices, an online seller shipping out products, or even a warehouse sending thousands of packages a day, Stamps.com can handle it all with ease. Simply use your computer to print official U.S. postage 24/7 for any letter, any package, any class of mail, anywhere you want to send. And once your mail is ready, you just hand it to your mail carrier or drop it in a mailbox. It really is just that simple. Stamps.com not only saves you time, it saves you money. You get discounts. And you don't have to rent a postage meter. So it's so easy. It's a no-brainer. It saves you time and money. And it's no wonder over 700,000 small businesses already use Stamps.com. Right now, our listeners get a special offer that includes a 4-week trial, plus free postage and the digital scale without any long-term commitment. Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage and type in MOM. That's Stamps.com. Enter MOM.
So this is really exciting. I got to tell you.
You got that NRE building.
I have
your new girlfriend.
NRE with my new girlfriend. But this is, pretty exciting.
What's up there, Chomo? This is your mom's house. You don't like it? Tata there, retard.
What a great take on the line she
I
had.
feel like the world of YMH has been captivated lately by our boy.
Now that's a thrill, motherfuckers. To light yourself on fire, light your brain on fire.
You know?
Huh?
Yeah.
Doesn't that feel great?
When you're feathering it.
Oh, it's just
It's so
What'd
amazing.
you take? When you're feathering it, brother, you gotta get a good grip on it.
I am
Everybody is-
riveted.
he is just God
He's
damn.
taking
a job here, there, fuckface.
your fuckface.
So anyways, we did it because everyone's been asking us to do it. So there are 2 new items in the store. One is you didn't follow Proto. It's from the Office of Double Agents. And that's exciting. And you can get that. But
Oh, my life.
we also have,
What'd you take? When you're feathering it, brother?
When you're feathering it, brother shirt. Where the hair's on fire, there's a little blood on the lips. And it's full action. You know?
I have a feeling this shirt will take the YMH community by storm.
I think so too.
It really touched and tickled my fancy when I saw the logo. The design.
About the YMH shirts is that I feel like it's almost like writing a joke. You know when you write jokes and you take it up there and it gets like, let's say on a scale of 1 to 10, it gets like a 6. And you're like, okay, like there's something there. But then you go up there and all of a sudden you hit a 9 or a 10.
No.
And here's the thing, there's like a thrill to that, like the thrill of that.
Yes, it's why we do what we do.
That's how I feel about the shirts. Like we put them out and I go, we'll see what happens. And sometimes people are like, yeah, but then something will take off. I feel like Feathering It Brother is going to be
Colossal.
the slogan of 2020. 2020 is all about feathering it. I'm seeing it everywhere. Everything I do, like I post with those kangaroos,
Feathering it,
and
brother.
people are like, "Look like you're feathering it, brother." So
Yeah.
I feel like it is the.
Well, because you can feather anything. You can feather it. And when
You
you're
can feather
feathering
it
it, you're
all.
just adding
You're
flair.
just feathering it,
You're
brother.
just feathering it, brother.
And I say it to people now, and they're like, "What are you talking about?" And I'm like, "And you're feathering it," and they're like, "Whatever." But then they kind of say it back to me.
You gotta get a good grip on it. You gonna feather that shit?
It's so dumb.
What'd you take? When you're feathering it, brother, you gotta get a good grip on it.
It's insane. Well, especially the phrasing. It really is just finding that combo of words when
Yeah.
you're feathering it, brother.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Well,
that is poetry.
It is poetry because you're also
Yeah.
you're being a teacher, you're being a
Yeah.
mentor.
Yeah.
You're
Feathering it,
telling
brother.
somebody else Like, look, Chris has all that hair. He could feather his pretty easy.
Feather the shit out of that mane.
Yeah, I mean, you could feather your hair, brother.
Feather it, brother.
You know?
I want you to take when you're feathering it, brother.
It's pretty great.
And then he does that too. He goes,
He went to a
feathering it, brother.
He went to city council.
You're kidding me.
And
No, he did not.
He spoke
About.
They're all like, "What the fuck?"
Was he as a civilian or as a double agent?
So I would like to thank you for having a great police chief and a great sheriff. And none of you guys are getting this stamp on your face, which is a real great thing, you know. So thank you very much. Can you tell me if I can get a police report on this with normal counsel out there with this woman?
That's tribal land.
Okay. Well, you got tribal cops needing some feds to come see them because I'm going to arrange that if I can with everything I know.
Yeah. So he's at a city council meeting, the town of Parker. Do you know where that is? I don't know where that is. Town of Parker.
No, let me see if I can figure that out.
Well, we could get a location on this guy.
City council looks to be quite impressed with the retired double agent in front of them. He has his glasses on the podium where the I don't know what these are called on the frames here, that goes over your ear. They appear to have blades on the back of them.
What?
I mean,
wait, where are you seeing that?
It was sitting on the. It didn't.
That's
look
what those are?
I would like to thank you for having
Those are his glasses?
a great police chief and a great sheriff. And
What?
That's metal. Those are metal.
Oh
glasses.
my God! Those are
See?
Those
They
are.
sit
Oh, it's
over his-
Arizona. Blue Band saying.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Yeah. Okay. So let's study this because I'm just seeing this now. Really, I thought it was a bike handle. So it looks like he's got glasses taped with no lenses, and then razor blades.
And he also has a pouch that says "Baby Raper" on it.
Yikes,
And then
yeah.
he goes, "You guys are lucky you're not getting the stamp on your face." Like he says that to like 6 city council people, and there's a policeman sitting right there, like,
What is his point?
He's like,
what is he-
you're lucky. That's a good.
none of
thing."
you guys are getting this stamp on your face, which is a real great thing, you know.
It's a real great thing that you guys. By the way, you
Oh.
can look at it as a real positive for you guys that you're not getting the
He's-
baby raper.
But he's letting them know that they're not going to get the stamp today. Is that why he visited a city?
I don't know. He said he wants a police report. I don't know where it goes. This cuts
Oh.
off here. Does it go somewhere?
Yeah, it just ends there abruptly.
It does?
Mhm.
Oh, here's the thing you didn't realize, because I was looking at these. He uploaded separate videos for each beat of this.
Oh.
So each video is about this duration, and it's a separate upload.
Interesting way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he's parsing out that monetization or something. He's doing a slow bleed. You know, it's actually a pretty smart YouTube strategy.
Dude, he talks to this. He talks to if you go to his page right now, if you go to the page that you found this on, you can see that like the next upload is just go to that page though. You know that it's uploaded on.
Yeah, a channel called Filthy Churches.
Yes, and then it's everything from like hit videos, right?
Filthy churches. And he actually...
See how there's like multiple things from that
Oh.
day? It's all from that day.
Now,
and then it keeps going. There's a cop outside. He talks to that guy.
What's interesting, though, is that he labels these with titles, unlike Robert Paul Champagne, who just does the numbers.
Oh, this is exactly. This is much more like. What is this title?
Tribal police, white guys, trashed a native woman, had her naked for patients to see.
It sounds like an intense episode.
Yeah.
He's trying to pick up on that algorithm.
To rip the clothes off of a woman and allow other patients to observe her breasts hanging out at least, and grossing the hell out of me. Is that...
The only thing I have to say about it is the town of Parker has nothing to do with the positive.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's just, I would like to say your police, I've screened city after city for 50 laps around this country. Your sheriffs ain't doing this kind of crap.
Well, he is doing a public service. He's going around the nation making sure they're following proto.
What's the if you back up one? Yeah, go to that. What's the next one? Is it that one? And then he talks to the police outside. See, isn't that a cop? That's the cop who was sitting in the room. You see,
all over the nation, and like I said, I've taken cop after cop down in this country. Even chief of police is for arson, sergeants, everything you can imagine. Pritchard and the hospital together was in on this crap together, okay? They wanted me to see her because these are cam shades and I don't go too many places without them being on, okay? But there is a HIPAA violation. You can't be doing that in hospitals. It's against...
Well, those are cam shades, Tom.
And then...
You didn't know that?
So,
why didn't you know
How do you think
that?
I could probably get them guys? Do you know how I could probably do that, Chief?
Personally, I would start with the chief down there. He's a new chief.
Okay.
Okay.
All
Well,
right.
I'll do what I can.
All right. Okay. Yeah. I mean,
He's following proto, but this guy
by
is
the way,
following proto.
Fedsmoker's really doing the work.
Yeah.
He's not just claiming to take dirty cops down. He is testifying.
Yeah.
And city council's being like, this is my job.
Mhm.
I do this.
He is the Fedsmoker.
He really is.
He's not a false fucking blood.
No, he's not. He's not a
No.
false blood. Suwoo. He's really.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man.
Yeah, he's really spending time on this.
He's like, how do I take care of this?
In between feathering it, he
Yeah.
follows proto.
I mean, I wonder if they would be interested at the city council of watching him remove his teeth or
Yeah,
get
of
it,
course.
or go to Falcon Car Wash.
Of course. What I love is that this is the first video where they're all watching him,
Yeah.
and then by the third video they're all avoiding eye contact.
Well, it's
They're all
also
like-
it's hard to remember when you're watching this that he's being him like this and holding a phone, and he's like, so I take down dirty cops all over the country. And they're like, all
when you're
right.
feathering it. Why the intensity of the talking? Like, why is it like this?
You know,
What's going
I
on?
think you just have to, you got to be intense in this world. You can't be passive.
Do you think it's the meth?
The meth, I mean,
Because Drew said he's taking meth, yeah?
I don't want to be lumped in an accusatory tone towards the Fedsmoker. So I would say I think he's just a real intense dude like David Goggins.
Yeah.
you know,
Oh, sure. Yeah,
like,
just on that level.
Just
huh?
on that level
Like
of
a Marine.
getting shit done. That's what I'm saying. They have a drive to them.
Mm-hmm.
Gene.
Intensity. Yeah, go ahead.
We had Sarah Gamble in here.
Oh, my life.
And, I became obsessed with You, this show on Netflix last year. And I got you into it.
And then now we're in the
season
world.
2 dropped.
Even better than season 1, if that's possible.
I didn't think it was possible, and I do think it is true.
It's so good.
It is so good.
And I even DM'd Sarah.
I did too.
And I was like, dude, I don't know how you did it. She's like, have you finished it yet? I go, I'm not yet. She's like, it's about to get crazy. And it really, did you watch it, Native?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Isn't it great?
Great season.
Holy shit, dude.
I really didn't think, because when that ended, I was like, oh, this feels like this could be like a one-off. Like, season 1 can live on its own as a
Yeah.
story, right?
You're like, where's
There's
it go from
definitely a beginning, middle, and end, and it, crazy way that it ends, you feel like, okay, it's like a movie. And you go, that's the end of the movie. And then there's season 2, you're like, how's this going to end? They really took it to
They
another
really
level.
feathered it
They
to
feathered it
another
hard.
fucking level.
They
dude.
feathered the shit out of that. And,
Yep.
yeah, I really...
They feathered the fuck out of that second season.
Now, by the way, they announced they're doing season 3.
Oh, I can't
What
wait.
if they include Fedsmoker in season 3? That's the only way to top it.
That would be
So-
the best.
If Will, a.k.a.
Buddy.
Joe, is like, I have a new
Will.
roommate, and he's like, you bringing that stinky twat over here to clean the house?
That's his new roommate. I
He's like,
love it.
ugh, he's so aggressive.
So annoying. He's lighting himself on
like,
fire.
Fedsmoker, why do I wake up with a baby raper stamp on my face? He's like, because you've been not feathering it, brother.
And I like his love interest as well. She's such a great actress.
She's
and
phenomenal.
I love her her mouth. She's got great teeth, and the way her mouth moves, I really enjoy watching her talk.
And
do you know what I'm saying? Like, I know it sounds stupid, but I really enjoy it.
Yeah, even watching her just
Goddamn.
speak. And the building manager, the Latina.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Now, I've also been, you got me to watch Parasite.
Oh.
No, thank you. Thank you for ruining my night. Have you seen that one?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I've heard amazing things.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Okay.
All right, I need to rent it when I get home.
It's a good, I see what Tom likes about it. Let me just say that. I see what Tom enjoys.
Wait.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Sure.
We always get into this that like this is Tom's work. This is won the Golden Globe, Oscar nominated.
Don't care.
International sensation.
Couldn't care less.
Wait, you're trying to say this is not a good film?
It's I think it's done really well, but for me, it made me sad and depressed and angry.
Yes.
And it stressed me out.
Yes.
And I didn't feel good watching it.
Yes.
I didn't like it.
That's the fucking movie.
That's the fun of it, is to feel stressed out and angry and sad.
It's an experience. You watch that movie, you go through an emotional roller coaster. It is an experience. You actually here's the thing. It's such an original story. You know what I mean? Like
it is very
you
original.
watch it and you're like, oh my, and I've said it before, but the whole thing I look for when I watch a movie is I want to be surprised.
Yeah.
Every movie is a fucking blueprint, carbon copy of the other. Like the movie starts and you're like, I know who these are. I know where the story's going. You know what I mean? You waste 2 hours and you're like, yeah.
I knew that was going to
fine.
happen. Yeah.
I knew the whole thing. I knew it from the beginning.
Look, it's good, but it put me in a sad place. It put me in a weird mood.
Yes.
I just got bummed. I got a little bummed.
That's what I live for.
I know. I think you're going to really dig Dracula on Netflix. Have you watched anyone? It's so fucking good, you guys. Check out Dracula. It's like 3 movies.
It's not going to bum me
BBC.
out. It's fucking Dracula.
It is. But he's great. You're gonna love it. It's kind of a newer take on it. It's fantastic.
Man,
and
Parasite keeps you on your fucking toe. Okay, you are the whole time just like, I can't believe you're doing this. I can't believe you're not you're not celebrating what this guy did.
Maybe I was in a weird mood. I think I was like alone in the house. You were far, far away. I was feeling sad that you were gone. A little scared. I don't need to see stuff like that when I'm feeling vulnerable.
That movie has made me want to dive into Korean films more.
Oh, okay. I'll do that with you.
Yeah.
I love Korean stuff.
Yeah.
I love them.
I
like the Koreans. I like the Korean soap operas.
Is your new boyfriend Korean?
Totally. We have that NRE. Are you so excited for us?
I am so happy that, when your wife starts dating a new Korean man, and that NRE's filling up your house.
And he's your best friend, too. That's the best part.
And Bobby Lee's just at your house, and he's with your wife. But you're like, I love Bobby, and he loves her as much as I do.
How much do you like it when you know that I've come home from just having sex with Bobby? Like, and you smell NRE on me, and babe, I'd take a shower first, and I'm just washing him off of me and stuff.
Oh, I go, don't wash him off. I want some too. Give me some of that kimchi.
You know what else I've been into on the TLC, the Learning Channel, is 1,000-pound sisters, and I've got to get you on there because it's combined. They weigh 1,000 pounds. One is 600 and one is 400.
Oh my god!
And one is so fat that there's fat on her forehead. Will you Google the photos for them, Nadav? You got to see these two, and they drink their sodies every day.
Oh my god! I'm guessing 6 bills is on the left.
Yep, there's still 6 bills. And the one on the right is married and has a relationship. The one on the left, not so much.
Okay, so what's the...
Well, they're going to try and get their stomach stapled.
What's the trauma all about?
Yeah. Their mom was a real piece of shit, unsupportive. Dad left them. There's so much trauma. And the best part is they meet the mom to announce that they're going to do the stomach stapling. And the mom is like, good luck. Y'all never stuck with anything before. Like totally dream crushing them.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hey, we're finally going to go for it to try to get healthy. Why?
Yeah.
You've always been losers.
That's right. Pretty much that's what the mom says.
Cool, Mom.
I'm like, you guys need a lot of therapy.
They definitely do. And she does have a...
See how fat her forehead is? It's crazy.
Yeah, the bone structure of her face has changed. Like she looks special.
It's so crazy. And can I... And have you seen that? It's so crazy. And have you seen like on Instagram... Oh, Adele lost weight. Did you hear that?
No.
She lost a bunch of weight. And anyway, like there's people on Instagram that are like, don't fat shame Lizzo or so-and-so because she's still healthy even though she's overweight. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's not true. Like I don't think being overweight is healthy. Am I crazy here?
No, you're not crazy. I mean, it is weird when somebody is notably overweight and people are like, it's fine, it's good, you know?
Yeah.
It's like to say that it's healthy.
It's no way. And
I've talked to our physician, who's a really, really bright physician.
Yeah.
And I've brought this up to him, and he's like, it's not okay, ever. You're not supposed to be. It's not good for you.
It's not. Even he told me, he's like, you need to lose.
Oh.
I need to lose. He's like,
Told
you're
me
overweight.
every time in
Like,
very
whoops.
direct terms.
Yeah.
He's like, do you think it's good that you're overweight? I'm like, no. So I know when there's somebody who's like 100 pounds overweight and people are like, it's awesome. Like, no, it's not.
That's what the culture's saying. And then there's these Instagram posts. Remember I sent you the video where they're like, I love my curves.
Yeah.
I love how I fit in these jeans.
Yeah,
it's like,
they're
no,
like,
you don't.
I'm fat and I'm black and it's awesome. Yeah, I know. It's like, what? I mean, and like, I don't apologize for these curves. Those aren't like curves.
You're really obese.
Yeah,
like you need to not
be
that fat.
You absolutely either have or will have serious health complications.
Yeah.
Because of how curvy you are. You're not curvy.
Well, it doesn't feel good to be overweight. It
No.
doesn't feel good at all.
I'm going through diarrhea, intense diarrhea right now to try to shed some pounds.
I know. I'm drinking the Cardi B tea. I'm trying not to eat like a pig.
Listen.
Because I could be 1,000-pound sister like that. I have it in me. I want to be 1,000 pounds.
It's a struggle.
Yeah, you got to fight the fight, though.
It is helpful when people are like positive with you about it. That is the truth, you know? Like if people are like, it's great that you're doing this. Hey, you know, keep working out, keep eating healthy, you know, celebrating and pushing you along the way in a healthy way for your mind. But the whole denial and dance of delusion that people do.
It's
like,
crazy.
Dude, you can be 350 and you know what? I think you look great.
No,
it's like,
you don't.
No, you don't. You don't look great. You don't look great and you're not doing well.
It doesn't feel good. You're going to get diabetes for sure.
You're going to die before other people.
Right. But now do you know that the culture is like, if you say that about obese people, you're fat shaming and you're not letting them love themselves. If you're like, hey, you're probably going to get diabetes.
But here's
you're going
the
to be
thing.
sick. They're like, no, that's not true. I'm healthy.
Here's what you're doing
now.
You're shaming people who have decided to give up. And what people are saying is like, it's okay to give up. That's essentially what this conversation is about.
Oh.
Because there's people who just go, I don't want to try. Like, I don't want to make a diet change or a lifestyle change. I want to, I'm overweight.
And it's
and
fine.
like, I'm just going to stay like this. And then people go, we should have acceptance for that. Here's the truth. We should not.
I don't think so
We
either.
should not.
Well, that's like saying we should have acceptance for people that are just like, I'm going to give up and be a heroin addict. Like, no, you shouldn't. You
They're
should
like,
fight
just,
the
like,
fight,
just
man.
let
Fight
'em-
the fight.
Yeah, you should fight the fight.
Well, it's funny because
And this is coming, by the way, this is not coming from a place I'm better than. This is coming from a place like of somebody who's struggled with this my entire adult life.
Right.
I'm always either up or down, but I hope, like, I've always tried to get to the point where, like, well, I'm going to try.
Of course,
try, you
bitches
know?
be snapping back after they have babies. I'm on the snapback now. I'm working hard for my snapback. But I offered actually somebody, remember, because I'm doing Weight Watchers, and I offered it to one of my relatives for free. I go, I'll do this with you. And she refused it. She goes, no, I like to eat and I want to stay fat.
It's
And I was
exactly
like,
what we're
"All
talking
right."
about. It's saying,
All
I
right.
accept this lifestyle, which you go, why can't people? Yeah, you can. You're right. You can, and people do, but don't dress it up.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, if you know what I mean? If you want to do that, fine. But don't dress it up and be like, and it's good.
And it feels good.
It feels good. And I still think I look good. You look terrible.
You look terrible.
You look terrible
Yeah.
and you look unhealthy and you're going to die before everyone else.
It's true.
And you're going to have more problems.
It's so true. No, I agree. And speaking of people who have given up, I took a photograph of a man in the pharmacy the other day. I was standing in line. Nadav, can you please put this photo up on the screen? I had such strong feelings when I saw this man and the way he dressed, and I just want to go over this with you. Do you see what I see?
Yes.
Can you describe it for the audience? And let's go through it bit by bit.
Are boat shoes. They're leather boat shoes. The kind of shoes you wear on a dock in Florida. And yeah, he's got shorts on. Here's what
But what does he not have on? What is missing?
Well, you don't wear socks with those.
Why not? Oh, because you're on a boat and
yeah, those are like
you should be
those
barefoot.
Yeah, those are barefoot shoes. They're designed to be worn like that. Here's the thing, 100% smell.
Yes, that's all I can think about.
Those shoes stink.
That's all I can think about.
Like a dead guy's dick. They don't smell good. I'll tell you that.
Doesn't smell good.
It does not smell good.
That's all I can think of is how disgusting his feet smell, and his wife has to smell those feet when he takes the shoes off.
Those are the kind of shoes you can smell if you take them off when you walk by the room. You could be like, "What the fuck is that?" Those are those shoes.
Feet.
And if he wore those all day and then like sat on the couch and put his feet up on an ottoman across the room, you'd be like, "Hey, you needed to go take a shower."
Yeah, because that's the deal you're making with the devil is when you decide to go sockless in
on
his
those
shoes.
Those don't breathe.
They don't.
That's
They're
the
not
thing.
breathable.
So the sweat sits in there.
Yeah.
And the leather makes them sweat more, and they just carry an intense smell to them. Yeah.
And the same with Toms. If you've ever worn a pair of
I've
Toms.
never worn them.
I used to like them, but then they make your feet real sweaty and smelly.
Because there's like
quick.
nylon. Again,
yeah, there's
right?
a cloth.
A cloth, and again, no breathing.
Not breathable.
Yeah.
And it's just, so basically, if you're buying these, I thought these were called topsiders. Now, what is
Maybe
a
they are.
topsider?
I don't know.
And what is a moccasin? I feel like
these are in that moccasin world.
Yes, it's in that same world of like nerd shoes are just like uppity white people shoes, right? Like nerds wear these, right? Yeah, these are for dorks. Topsiders, nerds.
Yeah.
Ugh. Like in the 80s, yeah, geeks wore this stuff.
Yeah.
Preps.
No, this reminds me of Florida. I had a pair of these when I was in Florida. People would just, this is like part of the game.
Yeah, I don't like them.
I don't miss them. I'll tell you that. I'm filled with shame and regret right now.
I just don't like seeing a man not wear socks. Anytime I'm out in public and he's not wearing socks.
By the way,
shoe,
you know where that's also a big not this style, a cooler style, but that's very prevalent is Miami. In Miami, they're like, you're a fucking chomo if you don't have sockless,
right?
Like slip on. That's part of the gear.
Well,
you have to have an outfit. No, flip flops one thing, but I'm saying like you're going to someone's beach party condo. You got to wear slide-on shoes with no socks. You look like a dork if you have socks there.
That's true.
Well,
that's a beach.
So you're
culture,
wearing. It's like a beach culture thing, Mm-hmm. But yeah.
Well, this was in the San Fernando Valley. And
yeah, this guy, we got to get him out.
It was cold out too. Like I don't think so.
That's actually in his favor then. At least it was cold out.
Ugh.
But I love that you took note of this.
I did it because I had such a visceral reaction. And he's very pale and pasty, and I imagine that his feet are pink like a pig's. And then he put them in those disgusting.
A lot of P's there. Pale and pasty, pink like a pig's. Put them in there.
It's an alliteration.
Yeah,
Isn't
I
that
really
what
like
that's
that.
called? Or is it onomatopoeia?
Take it down, please.
Alliteration.
Yeah, disgusting.
Please.
Look how white that guy is.
Gonna fucking vomit.
Yeah. Also, I wanted to bring up.
Yeah.
On my show where my mom's at, we were discussing. Someone wrote in an email saying that my husband does the laundry, and if there's something that needs to be done in the house, he'll just do it. Like, for instance, if one of us walks by a pile of dirty dishes, we'll just do it. And if I do the laundry, my husband will fold the laundry. And I was just wondering because, I like to talk. I'm curious about other people's homes and how they do stuff. And it was brought up on the show that maybe I could suggest it to you if we could start kind of being a little more equitable in the division of duties around the house.
Are you being serious right now? Is this a joke?
It's being serious because I said that I would ask you and then video the response, but I feel like we should just do it on YMH.
Okay. No.
Really?
No. What are you talking about?
You wouldn't fold the laundry?
No.
I know. And I said this too. I'm like, there's no way because in 15 years, I've never seen you fold laundry.
Yeah,
not once.
It's not going to happen tomorrow.
It's not gonna happen.
And it's not going to happen in 10 years. So, yeah. No. The answer is no.
Okay.
I'm not going to
I knew it though. I knew that's what
laundry,
the answer would be.
And I'm not doing dishes.
Yeah. No, you haven't. And you've really stuck to that for the last 15 years. If anything, you're very consistent.
Well, here's the thing though. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
In 15 years.
Yeah.
You're saying that, but you have come to accept that as part of the package deal.
Yes, I do. I have total
There's
acceptance
good things,
of who you
there's
are.
flaws. I know there's things that I don't do it to be a dick. I'm not like, I'm a fucking asshole and a bitch needs to fuck. Like, I'm not.
Wow. No, you're not like that guy that we played who's like, a woman needs to clean.
No, of course not. Look, I've always been sloppy.
Me too.
Messy. I know. And when we were broke and living in the Rampart division and like scrapping together money for rent.
We lived off of Trader Joe every week.
Trader Joe, burritos, chicken burritos.
Yeah.
Twice a month, maybe once a month, we would scrap together $80. I'd be like, we're not going to, whatever, go out to dinner this week. And somebody will come here and do a deep cleaning of this apartment.
Yep.
And I just feel like, I've never been the pickup person. I'm just not who I am.
You're not. And I'll tell you, but you know why I don't hate you for it. And this is why where my mom's at, like I joke about it, but the truth is we've always had someone else do it. We've outsourced the problems.
Right.
That
to make the house happier.
So that I don't hate you. We outsource it. Same with grocery shopping. There's an Instacart app. If there's something you want, put it in the fucking Instacart, or you tell me and I'll put it in, and that's fine.
Yeah.
So we've outsourced those issues.
Yeah.
I agree. It's a huge marriage saver.
It is.
Because I don't get mad at you for not doing that stuff.
You scrap together the cash.
Yeah, you just do
somebody
it.
do the cleaning, and you go into debt to get teeth.
You know what? You go into debt to get teeth always. Teeth are priority. Teeth and a housekeeper.
Rack up the debt.
Hell yeah, we both did that.
Pay
we put
interest.
it on a credit card.
Pay interest.
BT Dubs, speaking of a dental update, yours are a little yellow. Do you know that our dentist just up and left?
Yeah.
We don't have one anymore.
Yeah, he's gone.
He just retired and didn't kind of like, they didn't know.
They sent out messages.
They did?
Yeah, they sent out messages.
Because I called him the other day just out of curiosity. It's gone. And so are my x-rays that I just took. So now when we go to the new place, I got to do a full set of new x-rays, which sucks.
By
I
the
just
way,
paid for those.
It is pretty funny. And I'm thinking about it now.
What?
that I would do laundry.
I know. You would never.
And like.
Never. And I've never
I'll
seen
handle
you do
the
it.
dishes.
Hilarious. Well, and I have scores of men writing me being like, yeah, it's not a big deal. Like I'll do this one blew me away. If my wife cooks, I'll do the dishes. And I was like, okay. Never happened. I don't think that's ever happened in our lives.
Here.
Hello. But it's just what I know about you.
Yeah.
And I just, okay. So I've accepted it. And
look, there are things that
fine.
like that you resent and reject from your parents. And there are things that you adhere to and like you kind of copy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I grew up in a house like that. And it's just something that I was always, like.
The woman does it.
No, it wasn't like that though. It wasn't like, you're a woman, let's do it. It was a natural.
Can I tell you something? I wish I could remember which comedian said this at the Laugh Factory, but he was so spot on. God, I wish I could give him credit right now. He goes, a woman stops loving you when she doesn't put a plate of food in front of her man.
That's what's up.
And that is, for me, 100% true. The minute I'm like, fuck him, he makes his own plate of Thanksgiving dinner or whatever, the woman doesn't love you.
That's true.
So, but for me in our home, when I cook for you and the children and I put a plate of food in front of you and them, that's love.
Yeah.
Now, I don't like doing them dishes, but...
I know. But look, all those
But
things,
you take out the trash.
I do.
You take care of the cars. You do the outside of the house.
All those things are also, by the way, nonverbal.
Right.
when I was a kid, my sisters would like on their own help with those things in the house. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
They picked it up from your mom.
They just did it naturally, and then I would naturally watch my dad do all the
car stuff,
the car.
But you'll put gas in the car for me, and
Yeah.
you'll make sure that stuff's maintained.
Yeah, sure.
And blah blah blah. And I think I grew up with that too, because the European way is very similar. My mother and my stepmother both cooked for the husband.
Your
and-
dad? There's
my
no
dad demands.
Fucking way.
Yeah.
He was like, I'll clean up. No way.
Never. When I
but
was,
he might be going more on that, like, you better fucking
no,
clean
it's
this
you
shit.
better. And I'll tell you, from the time I was,
it's a little different.
You better, of course. By the time I was 10, I was his maid. I would clean the whole house, and he would go play tennis, and then I would come back. He would come back 4 hours later, and I had to clean the whole house.
Yeah.
No, I was his little lady servant, and I would cook for him and stuff when I was 10.
Yeah, that's
super good.
That seems like kind of crazy.
Little
to me.
excessive, yeah.
You
but-
fucking bimbo.
Yeah, yeah. No, that was just because he was a fucking maniac. But
Yeah. I didn't realize that guy. I mean, I was reading more. I think I saw that, but he's like a legit kickboxer.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. And his dad was a legit chess champion, like a chess master.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it comes
to
from a
be-
long line of champions.
But just to be clear, I don't do your laundry either.
No.
Our housekeeper does.
And here's
once
the
a week.
thing.
And I don't
have-
fold your fucking laundry, she does. So
No.
that's why I don't
Females
hate
are
your
entitled and fucking lazy.
That's why I don't hate you. Just
No.
so you know, because we outsource. a
And
lot
like,
of our
here's the
shit.
thing: the other day, or
Except the
before
dishes, you
before I
don't
left
do
on
those
that trip, I had this clothes that I needed cleaned. I went by myself down to the laundry room, washed it,
Oh my God.
dried it, pulled it out of the dryer,
Oh my God.
put it in a suitcase.
How did you feel?
I felt fine. I just needed to get it done.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's fine.
Okay. Well, you lived.
When Mike, so in Latin culture, you know, most of that world has help,
Yeah. Like a live-in.
or at least somebody that comes
Like in
pretty
the
regularly.
Philippines too, yeah.
And when one of my cousins came to study English, he was 23, and I helped him get an apartment here. He's doing English courses at USC. He was like, "Oh fuck," and I go, "What?" He goes, "How do I use the laundry machine?"
Oh my God.
And I go, "What do you mean?" He goes, "I've never used a laundry machine before in my life." And I had to walk him through it. 23-year-old guy.
That's terrible. Well, my kids aren't going to be like that. Ellis already knows how to do his
No,
own
he's gonna
laundry.
know.
And
He's
he
gonna be
likes
like, "Hey,
to fold
bitch, get over there and fucking pick that up."
Okay.
All right. Finally, support for Your Mom's House comes from TurboTax. TurboTax is here to help this season by making tax filing easier for you. They've made it their mission to give you all the tools and advice you need to get your taxes done with confidence. Like making uploading your W-2 as easy as taking a picture. Just use your phone or tablet to simply snap a picture of your W-2 and then watch your information appear in the right place in your tax return. You can be sure you're filing your taxes correctly while at the same time making sure you're getting the best possible refund. TurboTax, all people are tax people.
Very nice.
All right. Gene, what did I want to tell you? Oh, I wanted to talk to Josh Potter for a second.
Oh my God.
So Josh, let me ask you something, if you could. First of all, you played, where was it? Wilmington?
Well, yeah.
How
Just
was
this
that?
past weekend? It was great.
Dude, you had sold out shows.
Yeah, it was awesome. And thanks to all the Wilmingtonites who
Yeah.
came out, all the folks down there. Did you ever go to Wilmington?
I never met. That's coastal, right?
Yeah, because I thought it might be near your college.
No, I was much further west.
Ah,
Where is Wilmington? It's
North
not
Carolina.
LA. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Not,
it's not
LA.
LA.
Don't care. Go ahead.
But the shows were fun.
Yeah, they were fantastic. They were so much fun.
That's awesome.
Club was great.
And
can't wait to go back.
How'd you do in the lady department?
There were a few nice ladies in Wilmington, but there was one a couple of weeks ago that I I had some issues with.
Wait, what kind of issues?
Well, there was not really an issue necessarily, but it was something, that was fun. I don't know. I think I heard somebody at the Laugh Factory say one time, like, if she doesn't put a finger in your butt, she doesn't love you.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
That old adage.
I do know that. Plate of food and a finger in the butt.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I had, she volunteered that. That was fun. I had a great time.
Can we go through this, though?
Yeah.
So is it a finger while blowing you? Is it the reach around while you're banging her? Is it just like...
while blowing me.
While blowing you.
Yeah.
She puts the middle finger?
Yeah, which finger?
I couldn't tell. I'm trying to figure out which finger
That's probably
it was.
index or
It
middle.
felt like a pointer.
Yeah.
Is that the index?
Index, yeah.
Yeah, okay, my bad.
Yeah.
I called it the pointer finger.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't feel like it definitely wasn't a thumb. I would have felt that.
And so this was enjoyable while you were...
Sure, I take a finger here and there. That's fine. I don't mind.
And how far up are we?
So then she was doing a good job at it. So I was like, you don't have to be, shy about it all. Let's, see what's going on.
Yeah.
So then she got a little aggressive, and I forgot that she had like nails on.
Oh. Like the press-ons?
I think they were. I hope that's not disparaging to suggest perhaps they were fake, but I think they might have been. They were still on when they came out, so that's
good.
That's good. But at one point she goes, "Oh my God, I'm sorry. I didn't think I was on my period or anything," and she pointed to a spot on the bed, and I said, "Oh no, that's probably me."
Meaning?
Because it definitely got a little too aggressive at one point, and I got a bit of a contusion, or no, what's the word when you get a scratch?
A fissure?
Laceration. Thank you. Yeah.
And you could feel it. You're like, ooh, that hurts.
Yeah, I had a cross country flight a few hours later, and that's where it really became apparent. It was
how much blood?
Basic economy is where you find out you had a little scratch in your asshole. It wasn't a lot, but it was a portion.
Now, did the laceration feel like it was on the rim outside or internal?
It was inside.
It was inside.
Hundo%.
Do you have hemorrhoids on your anus by any chance?
I don't think so. I think she would have mentioned that maybe.
Well, you can feel them too.
I don't feel. No, I don't.
By the way, I mean, in the last, I don't know, 6 months, you've really been on a fucking tear, man.
Yeah. It's crazy.
So did you, any progress on completion or everything's the same?
Oh, no, everything's the same. Yeah. Even that's why I was like, let's test this finger theory out, but nope, no dice.
So hold on. Let me just get a clear picture because for her to really make your butt bleed, she was really going in and out.
Well, it doesn't take much, to be quite honest with you. I don't know if, I never had a nail in there before, and so found out it doesn't take much. It's a sensitive area, Christina.
It is.
Inside your butthole.
And this was a road hookup?
Yeah.
Wow.
Road beef, huh?
Yeah.
But not Wilmington beef.
No.
Okay.
Were you afraid at any time? Did you feel like you had to brown when she was doing that?
No, I was pretty evacuated. In fact, because I didn't expect the hookup to occur, and I had a real day. A real road day, if you know what I mean.
And you weren't afraid for her to...
No, I took 2 showers before.
But wait a minute.
Because it was that much of a day.
But you're saying that you had diarrhea that day, and then you allowed someone to finger your butthole, but wouldn't that be kind of a sensitive area to begin with?
No, Christina, because you see, I evacuated myself fully.
Okay.
I love
diarrhea.
But diarrhea makes your beehole tender.
No, not necessarily.
Does to me.
That's if you have like repetitive diarrhea.
Yeah, if you've got some particles in there that's like, and then you're wiping
over and over.
Super much.
But if you just have like if
you're just pissing out your butt, you're just like a right out.
It's like taking a laxative. You just cleaned out.
Exactly.
That's
it was
the
one of
time,
those.
It's when you want to finger and eat it up. It's because it's so clean down there.
Yeah, exactly. I knew I was like, there's nothing that's dry as a bone down there.
You should have been like, what else you got? Can you put your hand up there?
Okie dokie. And has anybody licked your scrum down there?
Hell yeah.
Recently?
No, not recently. Not recently, unfortunately.
Who's licked your scrum? What kind of a lady?
She was older. I was like 26.
I feel like
I've told this story before somewhat, but
I've asked him to tell me this story so many times I could tell the story. I'm like, tell me what it was like, Dad.
She was
what
like,
was it like, Papa? Did they bring bread and water? And everybody had some? He's told me this story at my request. I'm like, Josh, tell it again.
Oh, stop
I'm
it.
serious.
Okay.
Now, I've also, by the way, Christina, I'll have you know, because since you brought up to Kate Kennedy, you were like, girls don't do that, blah, blah, blah. I've had
Good
many
girls.
reach out and say that they do, in fact.
They reach out just to tell you?
Yeah, they're like, I'll do that. And I
Nasty
say,
girls
well,
do.
hey, I hope I get to your town soon.
Let me tell you something. Nasty girls.
How
Like
do you
the
even
scum.
keep what's going on organized? Do you have a spreadsheet?
Honestly, man,
Are you like,
it is.
I will be in Houston on March. Like, how do you do it?
Well, once I get a DM, and then we strike up a convo if it goes to that point. I then find out where they're located, and then I get on the email and I go, I gotta find a venue in this town. You know what I'm saying? So,
and then
I have a few pins on the map that I need to get to. By the way,
is it all in the head? Where you, like let's say you set it up, and then some time goes by. Are you like, oh, who was where? Or like, do you know what I mean? Do you?
I wish it were that the volume were that expansive where I could just forget them all. Yeah,
but you keep it organized. In your head.
I mean, yeah, sure.
Okay, all right.
Of course.
Good thing is,
None of you guys are getting this stamp on your face.
so
How's your beehole now?
It's better.
Is it still bleeding?
No, it's better. It was a while ago enough where it's healing,
Healed.
but it took a little while. It
did, huh?
The cross country flight was rough.
that was
I'll tell you. Yeah.
So this lady was in Boston. Now, speaking of Boston, I don't think you're familiar with it, but there is on Netflix recently a documentary series came out about Aaron Hernandez. He was, of course, the star tight end for the multi-time Super Bowl champion Patriots. This was one of the most incredible national stories that broke out a few years ago because when he was arrested, he was definitely an A-list player, a Pro Bowler. He had signed a $40 million contract. He's on the Patriots, which is like, the team of teams that's just always winning. And he was arrested for a murder.
Wow.
And the documentary it's an amazingly well done. By the way, they also, I don't mean to jump around, but the Boston Globe did an audio version a year or so before that is incredible. It's like a 6-part audio version. You can go on YouTube and listen to it. But the documentary on Netflix is incredible. And one of the things that it's basically like breaks down, like how did this guy end up here?
Yeah.
And it goes back to his childhood. He grew up in Bristol, Connecticut. He was the son of an alpha male star athlete, and his father died when he was a teenager in high school. And a lot of people who have studied him and his life feel like this is a big turning point, a big turning point in his life where things really changed for Aaron. He didn't have that figure in his life anymore, and he was lost. And it's almost like he was, kind of stopped. The trauma made his brain kind of stop evolving then. Like even when he was in his 20s and all this stuff happened, he did in a lot of ways behave like a teenager, like he was. But it also reveals this documentary in more detail that Aaron was at the very least probably bisexual or just gay, right? I mean, I'm saying that because he had a fiance and a child, and he was around women, but he had a relationship with his high school quarterback, and that guy was like, yeah, we hooked up.
And that was the guy with his dad too, right? That was the coach.
That was the
where
coach.
He was like, it's fine now that he's gay, but back then I was not pleased.
Yeah, he was like, I was not a fan of them, and now he's right here. But then you see that, like, when you watch the whole piece, you kind of go, holy shit, this was what feels like this incredibly gifted athlete who so was ashamed and in fear of it being revealed that he was gay, that all these things were a cover.
Oh,
right? Didn't it
wow.
kind of feel like that?
Well, yeah, like it was all an ingredient to live a dual life almost, you know, or a
right.
double life.
But it almost felt like everything, like the tats, the way he behaved, the aggression, ultimately murdering, and finally committing suicide were all tied into being
repressing this thing.
See, that's what I was wondering if I was jumping to conclusions, because the documentary didn't really like hit that nail like on the head, right? It wasn't obvious throughout the whole thing. They would bring up a couple of stuff here and there, then they would be like, and then he was gay also. And you'd be like, huh, okay. And you're trying to piece it together. And it never really looped around like, were Odin Lloyd and him doing stuff?
Well, yeah, that doesn't become obvious. I mean, there's things that like, well, another thing that they revealed was when he died, he hung himself in prison. Like the day after it became news that somebody was saying they had a gay relationship with him.
Have you seen the guy that was saying it too, that was talking about it?
Is he
it was
hot?
the guy in jail. He looks like if like Justin Bieber and Post Malone were to have like a baby together. He's like a tatted up Justin Bieber almost, you know?
That's cute.
Yeah, he's a real white rapper kind of guy.
Yeah. Aaron was such a good looking guy.
Yeah, this guy.
Really?
He was talking. He's like,
know.
we were in love and shit. Like he was saying
Aw.
all kinds of stuff in an interview. But people are saying some of his shit's talking tales out of school. So
yeah, it could.
He
be.
wasn't in the documentary, so that's what's confusing to me.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been. There could be multiple reasons why they couldn't get him in the documentary. You know.
Yeah, isn't it terrible though? Like if Aaron Hernandez was just openly gay as an NFL player doing the things that he was doing.
Oh my God.
He would have had like a gay holiday named after him.
Oh my God.
At this point.
If he was mature and comfortable with it and not, not insecure about it, not hating himself, not self-loathing about it, yeah, he would be like he'd be on the cover of, Time magazine.
He'd be like on the quarter.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be
But the culture's
ridiculous.
so homophobic, right?
Yeah, but I feel like
there would be a couple of
locker
people,
room?
the people that like get mad when Cam Newton smiles, they'd be pissed that Aaron Hernandez was gay. But like,
Sure.
I think it would be very like accepting at this point. Maybe not in the locker room. I don't know how that would go.
There's so much to it. I mean, what I was saying was that after he hung himself, they did an autopsy, and his brain was so heavily damaged. He had like an advanced CTE, and he had essentially the brain of an elderly person with dementia.
Oh, wow.
He had like really, really high level brain damage.
But that stuff doesn't exist, right?
It was it looked
no
like a
CT.
balled up piece of gum.
Yeah,
on
and
the
it-
X-ray, it was crazy.
And they said, especially in the frontal lobe, which that is all like impulse control, like just doing things, because he did crazy shit. Like
someone would like walk by him and they'd like maybe spill a drink on him or something a little bit, and then he would. Well, that was exactly what
That's what
happened when
happened.
he murdered a guy. So
he murdered two guys.
Yeah, two of them.
Two guys on the street because they spilled a drink on him.
And he got so crazy and he couldn't control the impulse to murder.
I mean, it was just such an irrational.
It's like when someone makes your drink wrong at Starbucks. How far away are you from?
But you know what I have? I got that frontal lobe.
You still have yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's when you'll know something's wrong with me.
Oh, boy.
If I'm like, they
Couple
made it
of
wrong.
head injuries.
Oh, boy.
They made it wrong, and then I just cut them up.
Yep.
A couple of head injuries away from that wall breaking down in your frontal lobe. That's for sure.
It's a good thing I didn't play college ball. Yeah.
Oh, how sad.
No, it's really sad. He killed those two guys. He killed his fiance's sister's boyfriend. This is a separate one. Then one of his friends who he was rolling with, who knew, because it was with him when he shot the two guys who spilled the drink, he shot him in the head. So he tried to kill that guy, Bradley.
The lover in prison, by the way, said during a night of canoodling that he confessed to a fourth body.
Oh, my life.
And then don't forget that he also shot somebody in Gainesville when he was at Florida, and they never tied it to him.
The Tebow team. You must look back and go, haha, yeah.
The savages.
Yeah, they're all animals on that team. There was like a coach who got arrested and all this other stuff too.
Yeah, and then they're like national champs.
How about the Pouncy guys being in that documentary? They got
the Pouncy twins be gay.
You remember that?
That's the one thing I know about football. I got it. Finally.
Oh shit! Do you know what she's talking about?
They might be that. No, I don't know.
What she's talking about the year they got drafted.
Yeah,
I remember this so specifically because I was laughing so hard about it. There was an Ole Miss player, right? Who was Twitter was like kind of because the Twins have been in the NFL like 10 years or something.
Yeah,
so Twitter was sort of newish, right? Yeah. It would have been like...
It was probably around that same draft as Aaron Hernandez.
Exactly.
It was like 09 or something.
Right. So it's a couple of years old, but it's not like what it is now. And so it's like, oh, let's go on Twitter. And this Ole Miss player was tweeting like hilarious shit about everybody in the draft. And when that was the year that they didn't enter the draft the same year. So Marquise went like the year before Mike or vice versa. Right? Pouncy.
Yeah, I don't remember.
So whichever one was first, he gets drafted, and the brothers stand up and they kissed, and they kissed like on the lips. Kind
that's
of.
how that happened.
And then that dude wrote Pouncy twins be gay because they kissed. And so I started tweeting at that dude, the Ole Miss player, and he blocked me.
Oh, what did you say to him?
I was like, they be gay, huh? Like I just kept like trying to provoke him. But it was,
and you've held that now for over a decade in your brain, Christina.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I can't believe that
came out of that vault
right away.
It's like the joke. Just that's the
I
only
must have been
thing
talking about it. If you're
yeah, because I remember you saying it. Pouncy twins be gay, and you would say it around the house, and then it's like lock that up for somewhere. I can't remember what I had.
I believe you remember that.
Oh yeah, I don't know what I did
Pouncy
yesterday.
twins be gay,
but I know Pouncy twins be gay, and I know talk about practice.
That's right.
Because I retain only.
I wonder if there's any truth to that though. Now that I've, they were like calling their boy up in jail.
Yeah, no.
Wait, what?
I think this is all part of Hernandez's, web that he.
Yeah, they were part of the
spun.
cover.
Of course, because did you hear the way he would talk to them? Like he would get all gangster. You know what I'm saying? They got bad bitches down, and them's not like he was.
Yeah, he
just-
was dropping some big words.
He dropped
on
big
there. Is he
words.
allowed to drop big words?
A lot of Puerto Ricans.
What
drop
is?
big
I don't.
words.
I was going to ask. What is Aaron Hernandez? I knew he was of a Latin.
His father's was Puerto Rican.
Okay.
And his mother, I think, is a white lady. But he had like that. He definitely had those. Latin.
Does that lead into not being wanting to be open about being gay? You think?
Oh, that was a super. Like his dad was a super macho Latin guy, and that definitely would not have been cool in his house.
Yeah,
that part's clear.
Right, it's not cool to be gay if you're Latin or
Well-
African. What race do you think's the gay race? The gayest race? White people, right? We're the gayest race.
Do you mean
white
like
people invented
who's-
the Greeks. Hey,
who's
you're
the most
race.
homophobic, or
No, they're just the gayest.
Who's the gayest?
The most openly gay.
The whites love to be gay.
Yeah,
don't you think?
Yeah, I guess. But I mean, you can see every race be super gay. Like in Atlanta,
Oh,
you
hold
see
on.
you see black queens like swaying it down the street all the time.
Call on me.
Right?
I'm gonna go for Middle Easterners.
Wow.
Because they're like down low gay. Or you
Yeah.
ever see like in Greece the dudes that hold hands when they walk down the street together? That shit be gay, son.
But that's like a cultural norm there.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. It's so like
Like
we're not
Saudis.
gay.
Saudis do that.
That's what's up. But I'm
Yeah.
saying, yeah, like it's not gay if you butt fuck a guy before you get married. You're practicing. Like
Yeah.
that's their mentality. It's
Yeah.
like it's not even gay. It's
Well,
just-
that's true.
what we fucking do. We butt fuck. Yeah.
That's what I did.
That's what I told that girl in Boston.
You're like, why a finger? Don't you have like a strap on or something?
Yeah, those cultures are so unaware
Why
of
don't you F my B?
homosexuality.
Yeah.
They're like so it's not even in their. They're like this is just normal. We're
Yeah.
just gay by normal.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like white people probably.
White people love to talk about it and be open.
I feel like there's more acceptance of that, right?
I wonder
now?
if they ran the numbers though. What would it be? You know?
Like who would be the gayest?
Yeah, what race would be the gayest?
Which race
Well,
is the
it
gayest?
probably
That's
has
a good question.
direct correlation to just population. What is there the highest population of?
Or
So then-
you get a
Oh, wait.
percentage of
That's
each
what
population.
What I'm
wait a
saying.
minute.
So whoever has the most
Then by
population,
that logic, the Chinese should be the gayest.
there you are.
The gayest
and
race.
And now the conversation is over. Chinese are the gayest people in the world. And followed by Indians, and then the rest of us.
Yeah, but I feel like what he's saying is like who enjoys being gay the most. And
Who
I
puts
would
it
say,
out there?
yeah, white people really enjoy like I'm fucking gay, and you better enjoy it, and let's parade, and let's be white and gay.
I don't know
You
if
know?
they always say it like that.
Yeah,
But
let's be white and gay. But then Latins are the best at being gay because I love a gay Latin man.
a gay Latin man will
It's
really.
the best.
That's the thing.
Yeah,
If
they're like
Aaron,
the best
man,
at
if
it.
Aaron could have gone such a different route.
Oh my
Imagine
God.
if he would have been like in Versace.
Yeah,
getting
dude.
off the plane and be like,
Right?
I had 12 catches, 3 touchdowns. How's your motherfucking fantasy league doing, bitch? And he just like
Yeah.
sashay around.
dope.
It would have been amazing. And bringing different guys into like events.
Yeah, but that dude that was in the documentary that was like just commenting on being a gay NFL player, wasn't he on the same team as Aaron
Yes.
Hernandez? Imagine if they scored a touchdown in the Super Bowl and then just like Frenched in the end zone. It
He's
would have
so
been like
rad.
a moment. It would have been
More than a moment. That would have been defining
Frenched.
for an entire
yeah.
generation.
It would have been like when after World War II when that sailor dipped the lady over and kissed her. It'd be like the most famous kiss
true.
ever.
Yeah, if they kissed,
Now,
yeah. Or like they pretended to blow each other in the end as part
Yeah.
of the dance. Like he would just go like,
Or like
that.
Aaron Hernandez catches it, then he bends over and the O lineman comes up behind him. He's like, yeah, like that.
That would have been dope, dude.
I would have loved all of it.
I do
I
like
feel
a
like-
black gay guy
Because
too. I
the
have
other
to
thing
say.
about sports is like,
Yeah.
so now it's revealed that, like we've always known there had to be gay athletes
Yeah.
Of
in
course.
sports. And it was always, no one said shit. Then as time passed, it was revealed, oh, this guy's gay. He retired. At first it was like 20 years ago and then 10 years ago. And then like, the guy retired and then a couple years later reveals it. And, now there's been so much there's so much progress made in terms of like, not just gay rights, but also in society's acceptance of it. And we've always been thinking and saying like, well, the thing that would really take it over the top would be an active current day, not just gay player, but star player.
Yeah.
Right? Like imagine like a star player is gay. And he could have been that, right? Like
Right.
there was hope in a way with Michael Sam when he was drafted. He was SEC Defensive Player of the Year. Everyone's like, oh shit! Like, and he went into the draft openly gay, right? And,
Right.
And the Rams drafted him when they were in St. Louis. Didn't work out for him in the NFL.
I don't
But
think he owned it enough. You know what I mean? Like if
What
I
do you
was a
mean?
gay linebacker, oh my god.
No, he just didn't. I'm saying he didn't deliver as far as play on the field.
Right, exactly.
Being a
But I
gay
think
linebacker would be
I
the
think he
best.
could have like ascended higher in the sport if his mentality was in the right place. Like if he went into that he was probably worried. I'm open. I'm the first open guy. I'm getting a lot of scrutiny.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
So if
That
he
couldn't
went
have
in
been
there and
easy.
he was staring across the line at those guys, he's like, I'm gonna kiss your whole fucking mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he was like, and like if he got on top of a guy in a pile, he's like,
Yep.
this is my fucking dream, bitch.
He had to-
you know what
He
I'm
would
saying?
terrify them and
they
terrorize
would get
them.
so intimidated. There would be
Yes.
guys dropping balls across the middle all the time because they would hear more than his footsteps. You know what I'm saying?
He's right. You could terrify them with your femininity.
Yeah. Or you
Yeah.
just make your femininity aggressively masculine.
Yes,
Just be
yes.
like, man, you got succulent fucking lips. Shit. And then you just fucking nail them. You know
It
what I'm
would be
saying?
cool. It would be cool if there was a savage monster.
Yeah.
Gay
like
guy,
if
yeah.
like a JJ Watt, level player.
Yeah.
Or like Von Miller was like, I'm gonna sack every quarterback and I'm gonna stick
Imagine
my
if
dick
Aaron
in his
Donald
mouth.
was gay.
Yeah. Your hands
yes.
are so big.
Yes. That'd be
I'm
awesome.
gonna suck
Or-
all your dicks if we win tonight.
No, you got to do it
And
to
they-
the
Oh, the
opposing
other team. Yeah, be like, you guys
And-
win.
yeah, if
I'm
you
gonna
guys
suck
win-
your dicks.
Imagine if his chain and his medallion was just like a big set of dick and nuts, all
yeah.
iced out. And
That'd
he was
be
just
so
like,
fun.
He would pick it up and put it in his mouth all the time. Like, I'm suck your dick. I'm gonna suck your dick.
That's so true.
Like Ndamukong Suh, like he was like the
Oh
biggest
my
trash
God.
talker. Imagine if he was gay. Oh my God, he'd be even more dominant. He'd be like
And he was like
sacks in his
throwing people and stepping on their heads.
Yeah. What if he did that, but he was doing shit like
And then whenever
tickling
they-
them and shit? Like,
whenever
I
they
just tickled you, bitch.
When
you
they
know, like-
find him, when the NFL's like he got fined, like he's like, it's because I'm gay.
Yeah.
Just fucking discriminating and shit. And the NFL's like, Jesus Christ, it's not because you're gay. It's because you stepped on this guy's hand. And he's like, yeah, I'd like to see that to a straight guy. You always do that to me.
But do you think, and in being in all seriousness, because the NFL, they make so much money, it's an entertainment property and it's a family business in a sense. Like it's, you have to, it's an American institution. And, do you think they'd freak out and be like, but kids can't watch this. American families can't watch the gay guy on.
Some people say that, but it's way too, that train has left the station.
Yeah, right?
So-
Like Ellen is gay.
Yeah.
And we're all okay.
It's the same people that were like, oh, they had a gay kiss in Star Wars. It's like, it's happening.
Did they?
Like,
this is
They
this
did
is the
on the valedictorian or what on the what's that called? The DeLorean?
Mandalorian.
What did
No,
they?
it was in the last Star Wars film. There was like
gay
a
kiss?
celebratory scene and two women
Ugh.
kissed one another in it.
Yeah.
Oh,
You didn't
of
even notice it.
course.
It was like a blur by.
Right.
Except
What
a couple
did,
people definitely noticed it.
Joey Diaz calls it the Mal Delano, and then the
I think he called it the Maniscalco.
Maniscalco.
He's like, whatever, I'm not gonna fucking binge this shit.
I'm not binging this shit neither,
It's
bro.
great. It was
But yeah,
great.
it's the same people that would complain about Cam Newton dancing in the end zone.
Wait, didn't a new Star Wars come out?
Yeah.
How was
around
it?
Christmas time? I thought it was
Dude, there's
fantastic.
so
That's the one I was
many.
talking about with
Yeah, I feel like
the female kiss.
And then they
I'm so
finger each
behind.
other, and then
That would be cool,
One of
too.
them's like, "Oh, it's a lightsaber. I just cut your pussy in half."
I wish. it
Hey,
went that
speaking
far.
of fingering, on where my mom's at, we were discussing people getting fingered on the Haunted Mansion or
Oh,
getting
yeah.
blowjobs on Pirates of the Caribbean.
Right.
And Josh has fucking finger banged a lot of people.
I didn't say a lot. I just said she asked if I finger banged anyone at Disney World, and I said never. Not Disney World, but I've definitely fingered a few people at Six Flags.
A few people at Six Flags.
Just like 3.
Like 3 people on a roller
what kind of
coaster?
ride?
Well, we had a Six Flags in my hometown, and so we didn't have.
What kind of ride?
Yeah.
a lot of the spinny ones. The Ferris wheel, definitely.
Yeah,
that's easy taking.
100%.
Yeah.
The spinny ones. You're just like
Spinny
in the
ones.
spinning.
Yeah, when you're
cup?
young, you can just do that kind of stuff. Not the spinning cup. If you do the spinning cup, you got to make sure you're not double spinning. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking
Right.
about the ones where you're just going in a circle.
And
more or
everybody's
less.
sticking against the wall.
Yeah, that one's a good one. The
But then
UFO.
how do you finger somebody when you're all stuck?
Centrifugal force. You put
Yeah.
the finger next to the vagina and it gets sucked in with the rest of everything.
Stop. Now you're just lying.
Does the other person? It feels like a dare. Does the other person actually enjoy?
Well, yeah, that's
getting-
the whole fun of it because
Okay.
you're just like out and you're like
like, "Hey, how about I
teenagers
finger you on this?"
essentially, yeah, in your 20s or whatever.
She's like, okay.
Yeah.
Are your hands dirty? Please make sure they're dirty. They're at a fucking theme
that's
park.
exactly what I said. That
Yeah.
was my first thought: is how unsanitary because you're touching all the theme park crap, and then
Yeah, you gotta-
your hands are dirty in your upper cooch.
Make sure
Ugh.
you really get your hands on those poles while you're waiting in the lines. Really run them across those metal poles.
Oh God!
All right, Josh, where
Yeah.
are you gonna be? Let us know.
Oh, I'm gonna
Ooh,
be in Providence, Rhode Island this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and then I'm going to be in Nashville May 13th, and one that I really want you to come to, Huntsville, Alabama, May 12th.
It's a great
Make
club.
sure you come to that. I can't wait for that club.
It's a great club.
I just want people to come to it.
May 12th.
Yes, May
Huntsville.
12th. Yeah, please come. And May 13th, like I said, Zany's Nashville, and they're all
Go
on
to
sale.
Huntsville, man. If you're in Birmingham,
Yeah,
if you're
all of them.
at ATL.
Roll Tide, baby. Derrick Henry.
There you go.
ITL. I love our gay football.
I got a question
scenario.
for Native. I want to ask Native something.
Native.
First of all, a lot of people noticed that they had questions about your attire. I saw it. They were like, "What is Nadav wearing?"
Oh,
You're wearing your Danny's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It'd be a shame to have all these Danny shirts go to waste.
I think you look great.
Thank
I think you look great.
Handsome, on point.
And then people have been asking about this, and I know you've been looking into it. So can you give me an update? No, people, because I've been doing the Spanish podcast on my own YouTube channel, and everyone's asking for English subtitles. You've been in contact with people. Are we going to be giving them subtitles soon?
Yeah, we're actively trying to find a place that will do subtitles for us. So if you don't speak Spanish, you'll be able to still watch Tom Segura in Espanol because they'll have English subtitles. So
Great. And
we're
it's
just
coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're trying to lock it in. It'll be there hopefully within the next episode or two.
Isn't that cool?
That's awesome. I want to hear what you're talking about in Espanol.
Yeah. So thank you, and thanks for the
Say
update.
habla
No, yeah, no
español.
problem.
Do you remember this song? Carpeteria.
Cafeteria.
Did you ever hear that commercial?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's just an LA thing or California thing.
Okay, so now this is the fucking bummer part, man. Yeah, because we live here in Los Angeles, and absolute horrible tragedy happened the other day, which was that Kobe Bryant died in a helicopter accident. And it really was like so... It was such a shock, I think, as it was to most people. I'll lay out for you how like it happened to me, or like how the news affected me. So I was flying back from New Zealand the morning of, right? And I'm flying back, and I think I told you I couldn't believe that we had Wi-Fi.
Yeah, you were really stoked about
Well,
that.
I've flown internationally so many times,
Mm-hmm.
and I just came to accept it as standard that when you fly internationally, there's no Wi-Fi.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it happens all the time when you fly just to Canada. We're on the same piece of land. And they're like, yeah, there's no Wi-Fi. And they look at you like you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, someone just gave me that when we were coming back from Hawaii. She's like,
When I
no, stupid.
Yeah, same.
Ocean.
That's Hawaii.
Yeah, I'm like, oh.
Europe, same thing. I was like, is there a Wi-Fi? They're like, no, of course not. Why are you so dumb?
Idiot, yeah.
I was like, okay. So I leave Auckland, and then they're like, yeah, there's Wi-Fi on this. I'm like, there's how? And they're like, satellites and shit, stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay. So I get online, and I'm trying to sleep on this flight, and I can't. I keep trying. I put like the eye mask on.
It's because you miss me so much, and
I
you're
miss
so
you,
excited
and
to see me.
I just couldn't sleep. So, throughout the flight, I'd watch a movie, and then it's a 12-hour flight back. I pull up Twitter, and I actually see in close to real time that, because this is like the night flying into the day, that LeBron James had surpassed Kobe's scoring title. Like, he passed him. And Kobe sent out this really like classy, congratulatory tweet about it. Like, congratulations, and keep going, keep pushing it. And then I saw a picture of them. Like, I don't know if the picture was from that night, but it was a picture of Kobe at a game, and LeBron was playing, and they were like saying what's up, like and then anyways, I happened to actually see that, like I was going through my feed, and I saw it, and I just made like a mental note of it, like, oh, I didn't know that LeBron surpassed him, and that's cool of Kobe to write that, like a classy thing. And then I land at 6 a.m. So 6 a.m. LA time, we land from New Zealand, and I get in the car, and we're going over the hill, and the guy who picked me up, our regular Clint, I was like, man, it's really foggy. And he was like, yeah, it's like it was sitting on the 405. Like the fog was.
Yeah.
And by that time, so I landed at 6. We're probably not in the car till 6:37. And I was like, wow, it's sitting on the 405. It seems like it's like a gloomy fall day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I get home, and the goal of the day on these international travel days is you try to acclimate to the time zone you're in. So it's like the goal would be to stay up and go to bed in the time zone that I'm in now.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just so tired from that
right,
flight.
You're wrecked.
And I hadn't slept. So I go, I'm just going to take a nap. Will you wake me up in a couple hours? So you do. And when you wake me up, I open my phone, and it's like Kobe Bryant died.
I know.
And at first I was like, I cannot believe this. And his helicopter crashed 10 minutes from our house.
Do you want to know a crazy thing? I haven't even told you this yet. So we had some neighbors come visit us. We haven't seen in a while. They had a baby. And the neighbors texted us after they had left our house. They go, do you want to know what's crazy? We saw his helicopter overhead. right, must have been minutes before the crash because they're near it where it happened. And they saw it because they were used to seeing Kobe Bryant's helicopter flying in the neighborhood, and they saw it that morning.
So
isn't that nuts?
Yeah, it was like,
ugh.
So he, at first I'm just stunned by the story, and then like more information comes out that his daughter was on board, and then another family, husband, wife, and their daughter, and then another woman who's a mother of 3, and
the
then
coach.
And then another player from the team. So 3 girls from the team were on the flight.
Crazy.
And then what happens, like, for me, I don't know how, like, when you process, like, real tragic news, but at first I was, like, just stunned. Like, Kobe Bryant, he's 41. So he's just barely older than me, like a year older than me. I've followed him, since I was, like, he got drafted into the NBA when I was a senior in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And I've lived in LA for the majority of his career.
Yeah.
So for 15
Kobe's
of the 20,
been on the team
20 years. He played 20 seasons.
Like, I feel like I've grown up.
Exactly.
With
you have.
that guy.
Yeah, you have.
He's the only reason I gave a shit about the Lakers because he was such an amazing player.
And he was like, if you, like, some people live, no, there's only like a handful of like iconic athletes, like there's stars, but like if you live in a city that has a really iconic, like not every city has that. And LA definitely does with him. He defines basketball and Los Angeles in this city. Like, he is the guy. And people just, he's so beloved here.
Oh my God. I was in Target yesterday, and first of all, it was eerily empty.
Mm-hmm.
And but the people that were there, people were all wearing his jerseys around the city, and it was like,
I went to the beach.
Oh my life.
I went to the beach, and people were at the beach in his jerseys.
Yeah, it's just heartbreaking.
It was terrible. The part that really always fucks me up with like tragedies, is like I always see the news and I process it as news. It'll shock me as like, here's the information, like Twin Towers are hit by the planes, and you go like, oh my God. But on the coverage of the people, like how people are reacting on the ground, that's what breaks me. Like when they, so they showed one of the games that night. They did he wore 8, and then he wore number 24. They did a 24-second countdown on the game clocks, on the shooting clock, and they were in complete silence in an arena, like 18,000 people, just completely silent. Then the clock countdown, then it buzzed, and like I started crying.
Of course.
I just started crying. I don't know, like I think when like celebrities die, it's always different than, because people die every day, obviously.
Yeah.
But it really does, like I kept thinking about his wife. He just had a 4th daughter.
I know.
She's 6 months old.
Oh my God.
But it does, the part that like it does remind me, I think it has this effect on other people too, is like it reminds you about how it really it can happen like that. Like nothing is promised, Like I remember thinking along the lines, it's not the same type of tragedy, but like when Paul Allen died. He's the co-founder of Microsoft, and he had cancer, and he had treatments, and then he died, and he died in like his, I don't know, late 50s, early 60s. He had $30 billion, and you go like, it doesn't matter what you know what I mean. Like it was that type of thing of.
It doesn't matter.
It can just go. You can just go.
I've been thinking about death a lot lately too, because I'm 43 and now I'm like, oh, I'm over the middle hump. Like it's all downhill from here, and it could be, you know, you can. I hate it. It makes me not give a fuck in a good way. Where you're like, yeah, now I'm liberated, because you're like, it can go. It's all precious. It's all meaningful, every day.
Yeah.
Right. Every fart I smell of yours could be the last. I gotta breathe deeply.
It's a real nice place to take it to. You're bad at processing this stuff, huh?
Well, I'm still depressed about Anthony Bourdain committing suicide. That one I really loved him, and I felt very close. Kobe's like, I'm still in shock. I don't think I can process this one yet. He's such a fixture.
More for Kobe.
Yeah.
Because like I said, you know, he's a year, like it's like a guy my age.
Ugh.
Who has a wife and kids, and he has like, I mean, everything going for him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, you couldn't script a more. I mean, you know what I mean? Like he's.
I know. The girl was a star at basketball
she was
too.
a star,
13.
and he loved being a dad. He loved being
he's a
dad.
family guy.
And he, you know, he won an Oscar last year for his short. He's like a venture capitalist. He's doing like all these things, and people just adored him. And to just think that, like, just like that, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
It's done. He's not here anymore.
So crazy.
Yeah.
I know.
Anyways, that it really made me sad.
I know, Jeans. It's horrible. I think everybody in LA is like mourning. I don't think, right? It's just terrible. We all, everybody's bummed out.
It's such a bummer. I mean,
and it's not like he had some rinky-dinky helicopter. You know, you think, oh, well, because the first thing I texted you when I saw it, I was like, fuck your helicopter flying lessons. You're never getting an helicopter ever again.
I took a helicopter ride in October in weather in the UK. We went from London to Manchester in a helicopter.
Great.
But, I mean, from what I've been reading about this story, you know, that pilot had a special license to operate in worse than normal weather.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then now
he had that. He had to be granted clearance to continue flying by air traffic control. He was granted it after 15 minutes of circling Burbank. And then he headed up to over Woodland Hills. Then he, I think, asked for another permission to go somewhere, and they told him he was flying too low. So they said, you know, we're not reading you on radar, so you need to go up. And then he flew up to a certain altitude, and then, I mean, the only thing that adds up as of now, and I know this is like speculating, is just that he, in that heavy fog that day, I'm assuming made a movement, goes directly in a direction, you know, heads in a direction, doesn't realize he's flying literally into the side of a mountain.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, I mean, they crashed into such heavy terrain that they had to like dig pathways to access the crash site. So it's like it appears that, you know, if he was flying with, you know, because your instruments on these things are advanced, but it's also, you know, it's a pilot working with the instruments. And so if fog,
that's,
you know, makes it so that your visibility is not there, you know, you don't see where you're flying, and your instruments don't tell you exactly what's right here. You know, usually the only instruments I'm aware of, I'm not an expert pilot, are just like, hey, your altitude is this, you know. I don't know if those things are equipped with like to your left right here, you can't see it, but this is here because it appears that he literally just went like right into the side of a mountain. 9 people.
That's unreal.
Yeah, crazy. And I know.
Imagine the wife hearing that, like not only your husband and your daughter in the same day. I'd be institutionalized.
I know. And people hit me up, by the way, about Ari, because Ari always tweets horrible things.
Yeah, he's a mental case.
When people die. And he got the full treatment on this one. People are asking me. I'm like, don't ask me.
Yeah, I had nothing to do with that.
I mean, he does this thing, where whenever someone dies, he'll tweet something horrible. It's like a bit that he does. And I mean, he did it on this one. I was like, it's not going to go well.
No,
and it didn't.
No,
it didn't go well. And now he's like, explaining that. He explained that to people because he got like a lot of shit.
Yeah. And
when people ask me about it, I'm like, yeah, dude, I don't know. It wasn't my idea. Ari's a better guy than those tweets would indicate. But yeah, he really leans into
the jerk lane.
Yeah, the death jerk lane. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Anyways,
he's one of yours. You explain it, Nadav.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we do that as a whole.
No, it's not a Jewish thing, is it?
Jesus, let him take the fall. What are you fucking doing?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, you know what? He grew up Orthodox, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
There you go.
Listen, if you have anything to say to Ari, target Nadav.
No, don't.
Yeah. He's such a fuckhead for that one. Idiot.
I think he deleted the tweet now.
Probably a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Anyways, I know it's a somber note to end on. Oh, yeah. And then the anchor said the N-word.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about the Lakers.
Do we have it?
I think we do have it.
Well, let's play it. Let's go out on a high note.
I don't know that this is considered a high note.
Well, she claims not to have said the actual word.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, it seems like he was just the kind of athlete, the kind of star that was perfectly cast on the Los Angeles Lakers. Kavita, if I could ask you to stay with us, we're going to go.
Whoops. She said that she combined Knicks and Lakers. And when you jumble words and...
Oh, yeah. That can happen.
Is this the helicopter crash site? Is this what people are looking at?
Yes.
Oh, my life.
Yeah. It's in Calabasas, yeah.
The Los Angeles Lakers.
Yeah. I saw that they made a call to fire her,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Did they?
I don't know if she actually got fired. I think she might be definitely taking a break for a while.
Is she? It's Allison something, I forget. With
well, it's just so awful.
Yeah, she what is her name? The N-word. Jesus. She said yeah. Did that open to many? Allison Morris. That's her name. Let's see if... Can you just copy her name, throw it in, and see if there's news? I mean, I'm sure she's... Yeah, just denies, yeah.
Look how handsome and young and
That's
he's
the
just
thing.
such a force. such a positive
That's what
dude
I'm saying,
too. It's like, really? That guy? Couldn't we take somebody else? There's so many other people.
Like Ari.
Ugh. Anyways.
All right.
Devastating and horrible.
Only thing that can probably wipe the palate before we go.
Take your Ubers.
There's a Tommy John update. Is that right?
Yes,
Whoa.
there is.
And
Yeah.
Charles. I'd like to hear about Charles on the next episode.
Oh, we
Do
definitely
have-
looked into Charles.
And?
Nah, it's not. I feel like the better lane for us is to start playing people's impression of Charles.
Oh,
Gotcha, okay.
Kind of just tries to help people. I mean,
Do you have impressions?
I don't have any prepped.
Okay.
But
Don't do it. It's bad.
Well, Tommy John is my sweet love.
Well, here, you ready?
Let's say I'm really into him.
Let's see.
Yo, my name's Tony motherfucking
Ooh.
Johns.
Ooh.
Fucking ladies, man. I'm currently in a sticky situation. You know, I got no fucking money. I got no motherfucking wheels. Like, I don't got a license.
Oh,
and by the
Tommy.
way, there's no filter on this.
And no tan.
And it reveals a real person.
Yes. And the hair doesn't have lots of gel.
He said he's in a sticky situation. No money, no
Mm.
wheels, but a ladies' man. It's a very good lane for a man, is to be in this kind of situation.
Chicks dig it.
Yeah.
And it's super crazy. You know, I've been going through a lot lately. You know, I've been going through a lot of shit. You know, no fucking friends. The government's fucking trying to fuck me over, and I'm pissed off. You know what? People don't know me for the real me. I have anxiety. I have anxiety attacks. You know, I got bad ADHD. People don't know me for me.
Well, that's
we are
interesting.
Getting to see a full
Yes.
guy here.
They don't know me for me at all. I got some nice ass fucking teeth. I got some nice motherfucking attributes. You know, nobody wants to hire me. Everybody thinks I'm a motherfucking criminal, which I'm not. I was wrongfully accused, and I don't have a criminal fucking record.
Everyone's out to get him.
Damn. This is
So anyways, I'm doing this video just saying, hey, fuck the law, fuck the government, what they've been doing to me. Because it's some corrupt shit. You know, it really is. You know, they're trying to make me look like I'm a criminal, which I love law enforcement, but I'm just asking them, please, to stop what they're fucking doing.
I kind of
What is going
always
on
find it
here?
curious when people do one of these types of videos and there's no specifics though. Like what is law enforcement doing? though?
Well, they're out to get him. It's not him doing stuff. They're out to get him.
And he's like, you're not really getting to know the real me. I have nice teeth.
Drugs? What's going on here? Drugs.
I had a girl over last night.
Oh.
She fucking gave me some marks. She kind of marked me up, even my booty. We go, Ali, come on,
There he
yeah,
is.
people try to call me a meth head. They try to call me a fucking alcoholic. Kiss my white ass, motherfuckers.
Okay, so he's definitely
So
doing meth.
I'll tell you this,
Yeah.
man. This is much more methy than I thought it was going
So
to be.
methy, yeah.
He is in a methy situation.
Yeah.
Whoa.
When the filters drop, you really get to see him
Wow.
for who he is.
Damn.
Something's.
By the way, huge bummer. Huge bummer. This was not uplifting.
Yeah.
At all.
Still looking for that good closer.
Yeah, I
you
was
know?
waiting for something to be like, oh, this will be funny. God damn it.
What about the wolf lady? Can we play her?
We could go out on Christina's latest batch of TikToks. I know there's some good ones in there.
No, that's going to bum us out too because
It
they're
is?
crazy and mentally ill. And
Oh. Yeah, that's, yeah.
Oh, you know what's fun?
Oh.
How about
this?
the woman getting her mouth wet?
I fell
There you go.
and hit my pussy on this corner right here. And it's bleeding.
There we
I
go.
broke my fucking pussy,
There
man.
we go.
Yeah.
That's the sorbet we needed to cleanse
That
the
was
palate.
nice.
Who breaks their pussy? What the fuck actually? Like, bleeding. Oh, I can't.
What's up with the guy puking in the back?
I think he saw her bloody pussy and then started puking.
Ugh.
I don't think so.
What is happening? Wait, I don't understand.
I think there's just a separate fucking disaster going on.
Just unrelated. Some
She
vomiting.
is just making her broken pussy update, and there's just a guy violently throwing up. That was so aggressive.
It
Oh
really
my
was.
God. Oh my God. I did not know that was there.
Who breaks their pussy? What the fuck actually? Like. Bleeding! Oh! I can't.
She's ignoring it. How is she ignoring that in the background?
Well, I mean, she smokes indoors. That's how.
I mean, that noise, the retching, is pretty overpowering.
Holy
She's talking about her
shit.
broken pussy.
That is like a deep, like I've been poisoned type of puke. That is, that's not your run-of-the-mill, something's in there.
No.
God.
Well, good for her. She's in her own planet, man. She is.
All right, guys. I can tell you that the Ontario show, that's sold. Oxnard, February 23rd. That's in Spanish. February 20th in Tempe. That's in Spanish. That's on sale. Las Vegas, March 6th and 7th. I will be at the Mirage, the Terry Fator Theater there. And I just announced Harrah's in Valley Center, April 18th. It's near San Diego. Very excited about that. Then I got some more Spanish shows: Dallas, Houston, Austin, and San Antonio. That is going to be April 21st through 23rd. Then I'm back in Las Vegas, May 29th and 30th. Then I go to West Palm Beach, Florida, the Improv down there, June 5th through 6th. I do that Miami show in Spanish on the 7th. And then I'm back in Las Vegas, July 17th and 18th. And also October 23rd and 24th. The Vegas shows are all at the Mirage, the Terry Fator Theater in Las Vegas. Jean jacket?
Jeans, Valentine's weekend in Tampa, Florida at the Tampa Improv. Then I do San Francisco, Pasadena, the Miami Improv, Dallas, Texas, Judork Titties at Caroline's, Des Moines, Iowa at the Funny Bone, Fartniks, Arizona at Stand Up Live, Cleveland, Ohio at Hilarities, and San Antonio at the Laugh Out Loud Comedy Club. Tickets at Christina P online. Also check out Where My Mom's At. And that's it. Tickets at Christina P online.
Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. And we will be back next week.
Jeans up. Fucking double agent.
You R word?
You are. I don't say the R word.
Yeah, sure you don't. Sure.
You wanna fuck with my money, huh?
Ta-ta there, retard.
Ta-ta there, retard. Ta-ta there, retard. One more. Ta-ta there, retard. Ta-ta, you retard. Ta-ta, you retard. Ta-ta there, retard. Ta-ta there, retard. One more. Ta-ta there, retard. Ta-ta, you retard. Ta-ta, you retard. Ta-ta there, retard. Very nice cadence. Ta-ta there, retard. One more time.
Ta-ta there, retard.
That's the best part. Fucking double agent.
You R word?
You are. I don't say the R word.
Yeah, sure
say
you
it.
don't. Sure. This is a pretty nice guy, right? Hi, thank you for watching that episode of Your Mom's House. I really appreciate it. If you want to see more, you can click on any of these videos in this general area. And also, if you haven't subscribed, please do. It helps feed our cats. We don't have any cats.